Hello
And welcome
to BB on Blast.
Australia! Woo! I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Gaz.
And we're here to talk about the almost demise and then the real demise.
It's been such an emotional week.
God, I hope so.
I can't handle it. I've been so stressed at work
gosh.
already, and then the emotional ride of Big Brother's just added to the burden.
It's supposed to be escapism, not, not making things worse. Honestly, when... I'm going rogue.
Oh, you're not going straight to the end,
oh, come on. No, not the end. When Danny was like throwing himself under the bus with Tilly and they're both crying, it was like...
Did you have a little cry?
I was a bit emotional,
I did. I shed a couple of tears.
I didn't want either of them to go.
My Dan cried watching Big Brother this week as well. We both had a bit of,
What did he
bit of
cry
a cry.
about?
Marley winning the money.
Oh, that was quite moving.
It was moving.
The music they played in the background, that was designed to pull on the old heartstrings.
And they sort of like spliced in pictures of him from home as well, and they
when
really
I
went
saw
for
that,
it with the emotional edit.
When I saw that, I thought, uh-oh, fucking hell, poor Danny. If Danny gets to the end, I'm not sure he could win against Marley.
Yeah,
Marley's got a good built-in sub-story. As everyone says, nice-looking guy, sweet guy. I mean, come on, what could go wrong? Danny's, he's an anti-hero, isn't he?
He's like a little troll under the bridge. You want to have a look at him, but you don't want to come up close and personal with it.
And a lot of people, as much people who love him like we do, he's like a Nicky Graham actually. Those same people who
splits opinions.
Yeah, those same amount of people who love him would happily vote him out if they had the chance.
Well, learn from our mistakes of the past.
Don't do it. Don't,
because they'll bring them back, and then you'll have complaints on your hands. Apart from, I was thinking about this, the fact that there is no public vote in Big Brother Australia anymore. Until the end, but means throughout the series of the show, the course of the show, they can do what the fuck they want with the votes or the evictions. Really, they don't owe anything to anyone. So, in a way,
they wouldn't do that.
What do you mean? In a way, like the pre-record and not having public input makes for better TV because production can be like, well, we don't want that person to go.
Yeah,
open the secret room.
Yeah, here's the attic. Here's the basement. Come through the sofa, down the airlock.
Although I do like to think they are pre-planned. They're going to happen at certain stages of the game, and they don't necessarily roll it out for someone who they really care about. Because you have to admit, like,
come on, Tilly,
obviously they wanted to maintain Tilly. I'm pretty sure, but like, whoever came out next by chance ended up in the room.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they'd activated it at that moment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think they do save it for the people they want to save it for. Mind you, I was saying that they put SJ and Mary in the attic, and no one really gives two shits about that.
Yeah, but
thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much.
Danny, yes. No, but what's it called? Mary. She's a famous person. She's a very esteemed.
How many Twitter followers she got? I bet it's less than me and you.
I bet she can't even use Twitter. Not with that carpal tunnel. I've been getting a bit carpal tunnel lately.
No, it's bad. You've got to be careful.
Where is it? Is it in the wrist?
Here, straight down there.
Yeah. It's from holding phones, isn't it?
Yeah, I have it from holding the mouse, but I don't have a mouse anymore.
Oh, do you use a trackpad?
I just use the laptop at the moment.
Isn't that more uncomfortable? Don't you think it's better to have the mouse?
No, because I can't reach.
You don't use a table, do you?
I can't reach like that.
Do you sit at a table these days?
No, I ain't got no table.
You got rid of the office chair. You got an office chair, didn't you?
I just present the all-staff meeting from my couch, like I did today.
It's like this morning.
You can see like cushions behind me, even though I've got the backdrop.
Do you ever throw to Jack in the kitchen area?
No, definitely not. Imagine fucking John Torode over there. I saw who was it? Phil Vickery making a Viennetta earlier.
Oh, from scratch?
Yeah.
Did he make the ice cream
himself?
Yeah,
like sort of meringue he sort of made.
Oh. Wonder if Australia knows what a Viennetta is, or America come to that.
Definitely not. It's an ice cream treat we used to have when we were kids.
Was it? For me,
like
it was
a big slab of ice cream with chocolate on.
Yeah, it had like waves of chocolate,
and it's crunchy.
Crispy.
Yeah, when you sort of cut into it, Google it, listeners. Cut into it. It's basically one of those fake posh things like Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah,
it's like,
in the 80s it was the height of sophistication.
Like after 8, it's like you think, that's posh. Now you look at it now in the pound shop, you're like, that ain't all that. Don't even taste good.
Like toothpaste wrapped in chocolate.
But when you leave the empty packets in there, the ultimate act of sabotage. Stop that. My mum fucking loves
like
them.
slip cases.
Yeah. Why?
It's like removing a card from a wallet.
That's not good for the environment. Ban after 8s, that's what I say.
Yeah, or make them only biodegradable packaging from now on. Yeah, sorry, the Viennetta for me was very much a dinner at my grandma's house. There was always a Viennetta. We used to go there for a roast dinner. I don't know why, because everyone despised her, so I don't know why we ended up going there every week, but the Viennetta was good.
Same with my grandma. My grandma called my mum a bitch. That was the last time I ever saw her. Funny enough, it weren't my mum's mum. I should have been. I'd been well harsh.
I think was my mum's mum? Yeah, it was my mum's mum. I get confused because I had so many grandmas in my time.
Oh, you got more than 2 grandmas. Oh, because you got step
grandmas.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's bad enough with stepmother. Just ask Disney. Got no step grandmas as well. How about this? My friend. Oh dear, we're not even started yet.
Doesn't matter.
Her stepmom hates her, and like for Christmas she used to go to. I must have told you this before. Go to the pound shop, like get her loads of things from the pound shop and wrap them up and give them to her.
Who? The stepmother.
The stepmom to
got
my
her pound
friend
shop
Nick.
Stuff for Christmas. Yeah.
So you think you got all these lovely presents? Like, honestly, we opened them together one year because she'd sent them down.
Like,
it was like
scourers.
It was like a fucking
shampoo.
It was like a horrible picture frame, like a really cheap picture frame, like a little teddy bear,
dish.
like the most ugliest things you could ever imagine, like to pick out. It was obviously just to say fuck you, and I quite admired that level of hatred. Honestly, we were fucking crying our eyes out opening them. It was so fucking good. I'll never forget that day. Magical day. I need to ask her actually if she still gets presents off her.
She's still going.
Yeah, probably not. What do you mean, still alive?
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Oh, no offence, I'm sure she's quite nice. Come on, let's do this podcast. Fucking hell, I'm already late. I was actually late today.
Well,
I think that was the first time ever.
I don't think you were late because there wasn't a time that you had to be here.
You said after 8.
It all comes back around.
Oh no.
Chocolate.
Oh, you're really spoiling.
No, basically I was running late as well, so I was glad you were late because we only just ate dinner before you got here. It all came fine.
I was late because you sort of said you were going to be late, and then I ended up being late. But I was on the tram. People were drinking and smoking on the tram. It's rough on that tram. Rough. People were moving out the way. I got up and moved out the way as well.
Also, the thing with the tram,
around people, and now I'm on this tram with people,
homeless people, I think you should probably say.
Oh, you know, they were acting like tramps. Let's put it that way. Drinking and smoking. That ain't on.
No, and the thing with the tram is you can't walk between the carriages, can you? So you're stuck in the carriage you're in, right?
No, you can
actually.
This one you could, yeah.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of the DLR.
I don't like that tram. I'm not getting on that again. Bit rough around your way. Wait until I've moved out to you know where, and then we'll be living the high life. Nah, it's posh.
Right, should we talk about day 54?
Yes. Is it day 54?
Dear 54. That was not the Marcus accent, that was like Yorkshire.
SJ started off by saying Marley has got a target on his back, but how can he? He's got the Big Brother eye.
Well,
he's safe.
Apparently the immunity eye, she said, is a double-edged sword. We've got to remember, going back here, the immunity eye has just come into the house. That little pupil only came out.
Oh, just the iris.
Not pupil, the iris, yeah.
Hi, it is iris.
I'm a bit like, I need to sniff.
Oh.
I've got a bunged up nose.
Guys, let's stop lying. Joking. JK. Adriana said, you fucked up giving that eye to Marley, to Dan.
Did you say fucked up?
Well, that's what I've written. It's true, because all of Danny's, like, prior alliance, like his main alliance, before he made the Podium alliance, they must all be like, what the fuck? Why does he give that to Marley? If I was in his main alliance, I'd be like, maybe we can't trust Danny, he's acting the goat. And sure enough, Adriana found that out later in the week.
Yeah, well, that was a scene and a half. Yeah, you're right, only Tilly is on the inside of this. It's kind of a three-way deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, but who is Danny's alliance still?
Christina.
He didn't give a shit about Christina, does he?
Not not at all. And I think Ari was in it, but... oh.
Yeah,
Who else? There's someone else. SJ. I think he scooped up SJ, hasn't he?
Did he let SJ in on the plan or not? I feel like he's confides in SJ a little bit more than the others.
Yeah. Because he's known her longest.
Yeah. I put that Sid is worried that the eye could get wasted. Oh, he was worried it was going to get wasted. Why? You probably hope it will get wasted.
Yeah.
What do you think about Sid this week?
I liked it.
I want Sid to go. Sid's getting on my nerves.
At least he's doing something. I liked him stepping up and doing something. I know it wasn't what we wanted, but... I mean, what are you going to do in his position? Put up 2 more floaters? You've got to go after the big guns.
He is the floater at this point.
I know he is. He's the biggest floater in there, so he put up 2 of the main people. That was a good move, in my opinion.
Can't remember him doing that, so I'm looking forward to getting to that part of the notes.
Snid, I just said instead of Sid. You can't remember. He fucking put up Danny and Tilly and Marley.
So we've got Sid to blame for Tilly going out.
Correct.
That is terrible. Marley was in the diary room. He said having immunity at this stage of the game is like having a superpower. Basically,
it literally is having a superpower.
Yeah. Danny Loki is literally like an elephant in a china store. Who's that? Christina.
Marley said that.
Oh, I thought, does Christina know this one? You know when she did the phrases in the diary room?
Oh, yeah.
Elephant in a china store. You know, they're different... Is that what Australians say?
Is that what they say? Elephant in a china store?
I doubt it.
We say bull in a china shop. Americans, what do you say? Laurie, get your notebook out. Danny was targeting Sid. What's the point? Well, Danny said to Sid, how do you get to the podium? And Sid said, why do you care how I get there? This became apparent later in the week, but Sid is the only person in that house who don't trust Danny. And when Danny comes to talk to him, Sid just is in one ear and out the other.
It's like when you got like an office enemy. That you just like, in the meeting, you just like look the other way when they're talking. Just like, no.
Yeah, Sid don't buy Danny's bullshit. Like, Marley is really...
Sid's got a brain between his ears, funnily enough.
Yeah. Like, Marley is really eating up Danny's...
Oh.
Doesn't sound nice. But, you know, eating up the palm of Danny's hand.
Yeah, he's the George Galloway cat to Marley's Rudalenska hands, isn't he?
Ew. Why? I'd like to apologise to listeners for invoking that image.
Sid, no. Sorry, go on.
No, I just said Marley shouldn't get too comfy with that eye, because it's like in BB13, in BB13 when Danny, who you know from BB22, you know, the hippie-ish bitchy one.
Oh, with the crochet.
Yeah, but in BB13,
which you have to be watching right now, eh? Right.
No, we skipped through BB13. I found it was quite boring.
Oh.
She had the golden key, which kept her safe for like 6 weeks because Dick had to leave because he got HIV. And that's what happened that year.
HIV in the house.
He found... I don't know why they didn't find out before he went in the house, but he went in and they found out. It
takes 3 months to show up.
Oh, that's why then.
But why was he having like a routine test while he was in the house? It's a bit weird.
No, I think they must test them before they go... The housemates, right? For different things.
Oh.
Do you think?
Maybe.
They probably do.
But I doubt it. You have to have... I don't think you have to have a sexual health screen. Maybe you do, because... If you sleep with someone in there and you get something...
Yeah, BB could be cool. And actually, this is the exact same thing as what happened with Nedda in All Stars. Was that All Stars? What the fuck was that with Nedda?
That was just...
Whatever that was.
Half and half.
Nedda got the immunity, didn't she, for 3 or 4 weeks?
I thought it was that she got an STI. I still don't remember her getting an STI.
Oh, she could have got fresh off John Party, but that's another matter.
Just off the sofas from last time around.
Think about this. This is the exact same thing that happened.
Think about it.
Nedda had the immunity. Danny had the immunity. As soon as they were both available, out. So Marley needs to be careful.
You're going home.
Although it is, but this is absolute bollocks because Marley was pretty much safe. But it could have gone that way. All that, just to say that. What was the point? What a waste of air.
In the past, that has happened. On this occasion, no. Sid knows he shouldn't have told Christina that he was targeting Marley. Oh, yeah, so remember in the previous episode, Marley said to Christina he was going to... No, Sid said to Christina he was going to take out Sid, who went to Danny.
Sid said to Christina he was going to take out Marley. Come on, get these names right. You need the cards like on bots.
Yeah, I need the laminate. Sid said to Christina he was going to take up Marley. Christina told Danny, and that's where it all started to come
Yeah,
undone.
because Sid didn't tell anyone else.
Sid was going to target Marley, and then he decided not to because it got to Marley.
Yes. And
Anyway,
then he's going to Marley like, oh, we're boys, blah, 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 blah.
He was doing damage control, he said in the diary room.
Backtracking, as we like to call it.
Yeah, I mean, get that. You can't take that elephant out of the China store now. It's too late.
You can't unscrew the pooch. That's what Dan Savage says.
They keep saying we're getting to the pointy end of the competition.
Oh, that's
I
annoying.
like that.
The sharp end, that's what James used to say.
Yeah, and the pointy end.
The pointy end I don't like. It reminds me of Squeaky Bum Time.
What's that?
It's like some football thing. Ugh. I don't know how I know that, and I wish I didn't.
Squeaky Bum
I don't know, maybe you're getting sweaty on the seat because you're nervous, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gross.
The things those seats have seen. Tilly is saying that she's heard it around the house that Sid wants to make a big move. Tilly was like, was this a conversation with Sid? He was asking Tilly where she'd heard it, obviously from Danny, but Tilly was covering Danny's arse and saying, I just heard it around the house. Like, when I heard someone say in the kitchen,
about the peanut butter.
about the peanut butter being used. So now Sid says he wants to target Tilly because she's been shady with him.
So Sid said, at some point I'm going to have to take Marley out. I think he said that in the diary room. I've put, you'd have to win something first. I shouldn't have written that.
Tempted fate from 6 months ago.
Yeah. And then Sid said he wants to put Marley up to flush the eye.
Oh, the flushing of the
That's
eye.
some Survivor talk right there.
That's some Optrex shit going on.
Nice. They flushed the immunity idol out on Survivor. I know this from podcasts, but I don't watch Survivor. It's annoying.
What's this?
What's what?
Sid saying he could flush out a big player like Danny and Tilly, holding his neck at the camera like he's being hung.
Oh.
Sid did that.
Oh.
I don't know why he did that.
Was that what he's going to do to them?
Like, maybe.
Come on, that's a bit graphic.
Sid Vicious.
Eject Sid. Sid Vicious, I tweeted that.
Did you?
Yeah. That is a good potential title, but I think it's got to be about Tilly, really, hasn't it?
Definitely. There'll be something around mirrors.
Yeah.
Smoky eyes
Mirror,
and mirrors
mirror
or something.
on the wall.
Big Brother gathered the housemates for something which I've written here as a luxury challenge.
Yeah,
is
luxury
it?
comp. That's very BBUS.
I can't remember this.
Yeah, it was.
It's a Big Brother shop.
That's where they got the bunnies and shit.
Oh.
And the coffee machine.
Tilly, the two F's, phone, family and phones. She didn't say the two F's, but I did. What's this? What does she get? Family and phone?
I'm done. No, that's not what happened. I've got the.
That's what Tilly was expecting. Family and phone calls.
Fucking hell! You've had enough phone calls. So Danny was offered. Basically, whoever ran to the diary room, you had to take what was on offer. So Danny went there and he was offered the coffee maker and all the trimmings. Now, what are all the trimmings when it comes to a coffee maker? Because when I think of all the trimmings, I think of pigs in blankets, stuffing, Yorkshire puddings. For a coffee maker, I just don't know.
All the trimmings. Teaspoons, sugar, milk.
Those little pots of evaporated milk you get in a hotel.
Yeah, from the past.
Those Biscoff biscuits. Shout out Steve Madison.
Sweet Cantrell, is it?
Oh, my mum likes that. Oh, it's so gross. That's
Creamer,
such a mum thing.
coffee mate.
But
the thing is, so Big Brother obviously offered up an exclusive use of a coffee machine. Even Big Brother hasn't noticed that Carlos got evicted already.
Yeah, I did think of him when I saw the coffee. They've been keeping that back there all that time. Ted's probably been using it.
Oh, did they tease Carlos
Yeah,
with it? Didn't they blend it or something?
Didn't they
Shred
give it to him for... Oh, yeah.
They gave him a plunger of coffee.
They didn't shred that shit, that's bollocks. So then Danny had to give up something in the house to get the coffee maker, and he gave up Sid's bar of chocolate.
Whittaker's...
Hold on, we don't have Whittaker's chocolate. We have Whittaker's tea, but not Whittaker's chocolate. Isn't Whittaker's a tea?
Whittards, you mean? Whittards.
Oh, right. Never
I don't know, but that Whittaker's chocolate must be something special for it to be mentioned by name.
And then Danny, they were like, Danny, why don't you have a row before you give it back to us?
Oh, that's Big Brother offered him to have the chocolate. Did he have it?
Yeah, Danny had a row.
What about Danny's fucking crate of sweets and lollies and chocolate?
What was it called?
Survival kit or something, was it?
Survival kit. The fucking toothache kit.
I did think, I did think that, there was not much jeopardy in giving away Sid's chocolate when Danny's literally sleeping on chocolate.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure they've eaten all that by now. It would have been gone if it was in my house.
SJ's been hoarding it under a pillow.
Yeah.
Tilly got teas with these 2 rabbits. They showed it on. They were putting the teas on the screen, weren't they? So it was a carrot, and then it zoomed out, and Tilly knew it was rabbits instantly. So
they were cute.
Instantly, Big Brother. I thought this was really clever. After Danny's got his coffee machine, instantly said, to get the bunnies, you've got to take the coffee machine.
Yeah.
I thought, this is so good. It's a bit like those competitions in BBUS when they have to like steal the prize.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah, steal or share or something. Share or share.
That's like prize money shit. You know, the thing where someone gets the veto
and
then they drop out. Like
the
a Yankee swap.
That's
like
it.
Yeah,
you're
that.
right. So Danny come into the diary and he goes, "Oh, you're going to name those rabbits. This one's good. This one bye, because that's what you're going to say to me right now." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then he was like, "No, it's all good, and let her have the rabbits."
Oh, Danny will give Tilly everything. Don't
Yeah.
you think? He don't mind when it's Tilly.
No. Then Danny goes, "Oh, I've got nothing now," to Big Brother. Big Brother's like, Well,
saved your ass about 10 times already, so...
I like those rabbits being like a feature of the week, like for everyone cuddling there and stroking them.
I've never seen rabbits so hands-on like that, like little kittens sitting on the sofas and that.
Don't you think they're just so vulnerable? Like literally just pick them up, stroke, and they just sit there, they don't resist or anything, do they?
Yeah, true.
You just put them where you want.
Some rabbits do, though, they flick their little like legs.
Yeah, but those ones are just like, do you think they've dosed them up? The Xanax rabbits.
Yeah.
Because they do just like, anywhere you put them, they're just like, I'm here now, and then
when you say that,
I'm here now.
I've listened to Tilly's podcast with Tully, and
Tilly and Tully.
She said one of those rabbits was like a bully and had a go at the other one.
It looks sweet.
She called one of them Socks, and the other one got called Tilly when she left because it was the one that was like the bully and had like I don't know, attention. What is the new storyline, by the way, about Tilly is she has ADHD.
Oh, okay.
Which
that makes sense, so they're jumping around all the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't ever mentioned in the show, and she's sort of like
probably
saying
cut that shit out in Australia. They don't want to trouble you with these mental problems.
She's saying like that's her like raison d'etre for being in the house, and if she can help one person who she has heard from people that she's helped them, that's what she wanted. So
I thought her makeup YouTube thing was her thing for being in the house.
No, she didn't want to be famous. She said she just wanted to win the money for her family.
Oh, okay.
So, the ADHD bunny got called Tilly after Tilly because she has that, apparently.
I see. I like those little bunnies. They look nice to stroke around the house.
No Mr. Clooney, though, are they?
No, I forgot what that was. A dog.
The dog. Yeah. So, next was the prize on offer, or the luxury on offer, was the attic, complete with Prosecco and another housemate. Can I just have the attic and the Prosecco?
Yeah. And the books. There was books in that attic. That ain't on.
The Thesaurus, the World Atlas. We're going
to
learn from that.
Read those books. I'd be I noticed Sid was reading the books. Like,
was he?
I thought I would be reading those books. If you had nothing to read for like...
I'm surprised Big Brother ain't glued them shut.
In it. Or they were just those fake ones that you could keep your drugs in.
Yeah. March of the Penguins.
Someone might do that. Not me, obviously.
Empty DVD cases.
The complete works of Shakespeare.
So Sid wanted that attic trip, right? And he went for it, and he decided to take
SJ
because the attic is SJ's safe place.
Oh, she's already been in the attic. Send someone new up there.
Well,
no, I don't really mind if
think
they
yourself
go.
lucky Mary went in it.
Sometimes it can be bad to be separate from the house for a night. The others could plot against you.
I don't think I'd like it being put up in that little attic hole.
Well, the Prosecco might help. How many bottles of Prosecco was there? Just one?
Probably. They're also having Prosecco and popcorn. Is that a good combination?
I think that would be very nice, actually, yeah. Because I like having salty things when I'm...
Do you like salty popcorn? I thought you liked sweet.
I like both.
I got salty popcorn. We could do it.
Oh,
we could do it now.
In the break, we need a top up. So after this episode,
what we'll do is after when we have a break, we'll review for you the combination of Prosecco and popcorn as debuted by Sid and SJ, and tell you what it's like.
Prosecco and popcorn's like the have-not thing they give you on VBUS, where it's like bok choy and baby food, or sardines and salmon.
Who called it bok choy and baby food? James.
No, that was one of the options you could vote for to give the have-nots.
Oh.
Bok choy and baby food was one of the options.
Prosecco and popcorn sounds like a podcast.
Prosecco and popcorn would be a good option. If you were have-not and you had that, you'd be smashed all week and you'd be skinny. It'd be great.
Nutritional value is questionable, but never mind. So, what's this? The trade-off was to get the attic. Oh, they had to pick two housemates to be tethered together.
Sounds like Towie's out there.
I hope not.
The fuck?
It's that place that has outdoor parties, but I don't know why they want to have an outdoor party. By the way, listeners, it's been baking hot for like a week, and suddenly it's just switched, and it's like it's not even cold though. It's humid.
It's just raining.
It's
gross. And there's a football match going on tonight as well. Ew. Gross.
Did you listen to the last podcast at all?
No. Was it bad?
I don't know. I wonder how the audio sounds.
I listened to a bit.
I think I'm quiet on it.
I listened to a bit of it when we were outside. I could hear a lot of background noise, but whatever.
Well,
We're doing our best.
So natural. Sid thinks that it is clever. Oh, sorry, the tether. Danny and Adriana.
Yeah.
Anything to say about this?
Old cliche. No, is there a frizz-on between them? I think there is.
A frizz-on?
A frizz-on, yeah. Like
Is
chemistry.
that French or a frizz-on?
It could be. Like Renee.
Well, it's hard to say,
it's
actually.
It's a flirtmance. I think it's a flirtmance.
Tully questioned Tilly on this as well, and she was like, we didn't really want to, bring it up.
I bet not. Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like
they're
everyone...
obviously thinking it.
Yeah, everyone felt that they were kind of like... there's like two sides to the same coin or something.
Yeah, they're a bit flirty. Neither of them have done anything that crosses the line.
I mean, I'd like them to get it together, to be honest with you.
What about Adriana's husband?
Oh.
Well, he's not on TV, is he?
Exactly, I don't know him. I won't miss him. Sid thinks it's clever to take SJ out of the game for a night. There you go. He thought that was a good idea, did you?
I suppose.
I
don't think she's that much of a mover and shaker.
Me neither.
He'd have been better off taking Danny.
I was going to say that, but imagine being in that attic with Danny. Just us Nick.
Oh yeah, and you'd have to drink all the Prosecco because Danny's teetotal.
Oh, is he?
You'd just have to get a Diet Coke.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he'd become teetotal at like 19 because he was an alcoholic.
Fucking hell.
Imagine how much he must have had to drink to become teetotal at fucking 19. Fair play.
Yeah, it was quite a lot.
That might be complete bollocks, but it was something along those lines.
You don't come here for the facts. SJ said we probably won't even talk for half an hour of the time. What? For half an hour of the time? Just for half an hour? We won't talk for half an hour.
Okay, we'll just read a book.
You know, though, do you remember SJ and Sid did have that little moment where they sat outside and had a cup of tea in the rain? So they do like to just sit and have a drink.
Yeah, they're both quite chilled out kind of people, I suppose. I put lots of airtime for Sid, ? Days numbered. Little did I know. So, Ari was offered San how do you say that? San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino, yeah.
For hair straighteners. I said to Jack, is that a beer? He said, no, it's mint fucking sparkling water.
It's not mint sparkling water.
No, not mint sparkling water. Just sparkling water.
Oh.
I was just muttering. Is there a mint sparkling water?
In France, that's a thing. There's a mint-flavoured sparkling water. That's gross.
Disgusting.
I've got here that he had to give up Tilly's lollies, actually, not a hair straightener.
Oh. Oh. I'm not sure about that.
The next one's the hair straighteners. Danny got a haircut.
How come Danny got offered a haircut? He'd already been in there for the coffee machine.
I think if you claimed it, it was it. That was it. Like, you just had to stand up and get it and run there first.
Oh, whoever ran there first. Oh,
yeah,
okay, that makes
it was all
sense.
very civil. They were all like, I'll have this one.
Yeah.
But
his haircut.
Big Brother probably wanted there to be more competition.
His haircut looked good, I thought.
It did. And he said about having a hair transplant, didn't he? And their barber was like, I can't even tell.
The flattery. But for that, he had to have outside showers. You know what he's going to get there.
Well, you were out of sync here. I got that he had to give up someone's hair straighteners.
Oh dear. Go on, you get us back on track.
The next bit was...
How do you know you're not out of sync?
Well, because I think I'm right.
I think I was drinking when I was 7.
Apparently Adriana got offered a spa pack. I don't think we ever saw her get it, did we?
It's because it's so boring.
And that was, she had to give someone outside showers. Yeah, this makes sense, because she gave them to Danny. Did you see Danny have an outside shower?
No. I want to see him get those sniffles.
Where even is the outside shower?
I don't
By
know.
the pool, I guess.
That's where you go to shower the gunk off when you have to go in the chum bath.
The what bath?
The chum bath.
Chum bath.
A chum bath with all the fish guts in it.
Get on the slide into the fish guts. Christina was offered... God, these are some quite boring things, actually.
Yeah.
Zinger burgers.
Oh,
Because
for fuck's
KFC were like,
sake.
we haven't been mentioned for a
This
while.
was Marley's third KFC with a fortnight of it. He must be sick to death of this stuff.
She had to trade clothes from each housemate.
Oh.
So we had to give up a night of clothing. She shared that, shared it with Marley. And Ari thinks that she is trying to make a pact with Marley.
Oh.
The chicken pact.
The KFC handshake.
The Colonel's secret handshake.
Colonel...
What's he called? Colonel
Sanders.
Oh,
Colonel Flanders! That's the guy from The Simpsons. Oh dear. Tilly said about Adriana and Danny, they are an iconic duo. A literal train wreck. Hold on, you can't be an iconic duo and a literal train wreck.
You can on Big Brother.
Those two things don't go together, although I do agree they're an iconic duo.
Iconic. Can you imagine? Like people wearing t-shirts with Danny and Adriana on them. Iconic.
They're the new Chilltown.
Queen.
Actually, that didn't end well. So then Danny was like repeating everything that Adriana said.
Why was he doing that?
So
it was annoying for me as well.
People who do that just need punching in the face.
People
so
who
annoying.
do that just need punch in the face.
So it's just like,
It is very juvenile.
yeah, it's frustrating. And then this caused Adriana to untether herself.
And then she got punished.
Rule break. I'm not doing it, Big Brother, she said. Shout out to the GC. I'm not doing it.
Get that fire exit door. They had to, as a result, sleep outside.
Is that bad sleeping outside? It doesn't look
Not
that
in
bad.
Australia, I don't think. Although I would be a bit concerned about the possums, the spiders, and whatever else they got creepy crawling around there.
Were those little bunnies still outside, or were they? I think they could put them in at night, don't they? In case. Do they have a fox in Australia? Would a fox come in? Do they have foxes in Australia?
I don't think it can scale the wall of the Big Brother garden.
Doesn't seem like a thing they would have in Australia. A fox.
That's some sort of wild dog, probably worse.
Yeah,
like a dingo or some shit.
A dingo, yeah, or a crocodile. Coming into the garden. Fucking hell. Apologies to our Australian listeners.
SJ and Sid were in the attic, and SJ said, I could pledge to protect you if it was reciprocated. What do you think of this? SJ will just say whatever anyone wants to hear at the given time, won't she?
But how's she, like Tilly said, how's SJ going to protect anyone because she can't win shit?
Oh, yeah.
You can say what you want, and you can say what
Never know,
you
it might
want.
be a downward dog challenge.
But you never know. You never know. You can make all the deals you want, but if you can't win nothing, they're meaningless.
Didn't Christina say something similar along the lines of that? Like, you can have the numbers, but it doesn't mean shit until you
Tilly
win.
and Christina were having that conversation. But when the attic come open, I noticed there was fake cobwebs hung up
Dan
there.
said that, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and that would just remind me of the Invisible Man, when the Invisible Man was in the attic. No, she was in the attic and then she pulled the paint on him. Have you seen the Invisible Man?
No.
Oh, don't bother, it's shit.
Is it an 80s film?
No, it's with Elizabeth Moss.
What does that mean? Is it a 90s film?
Elizabeth Moss, she's
I don't know who that is.
woman at the Handmaid's Tale.
I don't know. I haven't watched that.
Yeah, but she's quite a famous actress.
Well,
she's
not-
probably
not
like the
round here,
most
she's
famous
not.
actress. Yeah, but that's because you're a heathen. She's probably the most famous actress at the moment. Anyway, yeah, it was a remake of the
She's
old
not the most
Invisible Man.
famous actress at the moment.
Well, she is if you're my age.
SJ told Sid that Danny has been mentioning Sid as the
shut
third
up,
person.
SJ.
What, the third person? Wait, she
Yeah,
says
but
that
then
Danny's mentioned Sid as the third person.
Yeah, but she's like, every time he mentions your name, I say no.
Yeah, she said, but she has said she won't vote against him. Is that true?
Yeah, bollocks, she couldn't give two fucks about Sid either, no one does.
Sid told SJ that the only way he can see her going up is if Tilly wins the competition. Sid was starting to try and put a target on Tilly. Jesus, Sid actually did orchestrate Tilly's demise, and it worked.
I thought it was quite impressive, actually. I don't know why you forgot about it.
Because I'm too invested in Tilly's story.
Bitter. You're a bitter man. Sid said, if I see a chance, I'll have to take it. And I put, I like this, Sid. And that's when we had Tilly saying, doesn't matter what deal they make if they can't win a challenge.
Yeah, you're right. That was it was the next day. It was the morning of the next day. Tilly isn't bothered if Sid and SJ make a deal. Yeah, because they can't win a challenge.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, tempted fate there. Backtrack.
It's quite interesting to look back,
Sid's
actually.
going to watch that back and be like, nah, gloating. Jack said, my boyfriend, why don't Tilly and Christina work together? They'd make a strong team. It's funny how they're both sort of like the same age, good-looking girls, but they're sort of on the opposing sides, aren't they?
Well, it's like repel each other, don't they? Because of that.
Jealous.
Threatening. But do you remember when Christina grated, what's the name? Mel in the pushing challenge?
Oh, I forgot who that even was. Oh, yeah, that was good. I like Christina. I'm glad she's still there. I like every single person in the house, to be honest. Apart from probably Sid. I even don't mind Sid, but I don't want Sid to win.
She's like Adriana?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I like her.
It's funny because...
I don't think she deserved to win, though.
No, but she's the last intruder standing, which I guess just shows she's the smallest threat that came in. But
dead weight.
It is kind of... I do feel like this year, the tail end of who's left is a lot more likeable than last year.
Just a bit.
And
well, I mean, there was only one likeable person in the whole house last year, so...
Yeah, but I feel like we know them better as well.
Actually, two, if you count Chad as well. Yeah, I feel like we know them loads better. Is it because this series has been on like weeks longer than that one?
I'm not sure, but I felt like come the final of last year, we didn't really know Sarah anyway. No. Just knew she was short.
Was she even in the final?
No. No, but I felt like we didn't
Sophie
get to know
was. I feel like I didn't know anything about Sophie at all. She's just a gorgeous...
What can I tell you about Sophie?
Looking person with big lips.
Her family lived in Holland. Is that even right?
Yeah.
And she was...
fancies Chad.
Wasn't she like some sort of sports person?
Sports, yeah. Olympic hopeful.
And she went to the White Room.
Yeah.
The White Room was good though. She came out a little like husk of a woman, didn't she?
Sid said, if me and SJ are here after tomorrow, we can review forming an alliance. He's going to take a view on it.
Review?
Look at that. Form the alliance. I don't form the alliance. We don't need a fucking tribunal about it.
Did you notice that Danny immediately said to SJ, I hope you didn't make a plan to vote me out. Danny's very nervous, isn't he? Quite
he should be.
He's got absolutely no chill.
He's like the new Katie going up and whispering in people's ears.
Marley was clearing the air with Sid apparently, telling Sid the whole chain. Oh, he told him the whole chain from Christina to Danny.
And he was like, did you say this, Sid?
Sid said no.
Sid said no, but Sid looked guilty, don't you think?
Did he?
Yeah, he did. And you could just tell he was lying.
Sid saying that he didn't say it. Marley was saying... This was the thing. Okay, during that conversation, Marley kept saying, I couldn't believe it, though. I couldn't believe that you'd say that. So he was almost sort of letting it fall out for Sid to just go... Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You couldn't believe it, and you're right not to believe it. It's like, Marley, have a bit more fucking gall about you.
Give him an out. I know Marley's not like that, is he? Marley's just sort of like, goes along with it, and it could be to his detriment. Marley said, I don't want to have to pull out my eye early.
I put Marley as like he has his eye, because he's naive as fuck.
Nice.
Sid claims that he isn't just here to make up numbers. I put you could have fooled us. Danny wants Sid out. I knew something was coming because Danny said, and it was in the show, worst case scenario is Sid wins. And I thought, this is foreshadowing.
And Sid said, if I eliminate Tilly or Danny, it breaks this game wide open.
Does it though?
Not really. It just gets out one more big player, so it does help. I wouldn't say it broke it wide open.
Why are we both yawning already?
Because it's 10:10.
Shit. Next they went into the Noms challenge, which was in the yard. I put the eye as sitting there to remind everyone, but it wasn't actually that. It was part of the competition.
Wasn't
it this sort of like really convoluted three round challenge or something?
Oh yeah. So they had to spin round in a swing, And they had to climb over...
Oh, yeah, go dizzy.
They had to climb over the thing with the balls. Was that this one?
This challenge I've written has got 3 rounds, and round 1 has 2 heats. You get spinning in the swing, and then they had to balance that eye on the stick.
That was it, yeah.
And then walk with it.
Oh, yeah, so it wasn't the ball one, that was a different one.
It's not that one.
That was for the money. That looks so hard!
Balancing that eye and walking with it looks hard if you're not dizzy, but even if when you're dizzy, it's even more hard.
That was ridiculous.
How fast were those swings spinning as well?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Well, how do you feel about when someone says, "Is that clear?" and someone says, "Crystal"?
I like that, actually.
Don't you think that's just something people say in films they don't actually say in real life?
Sounds like something people
Crystal.
say in Australia.
Crystal. Someone said that. Oh yeah, Big Brother said about the rules. Is that clear? And someone said crystal.
Probably Marley.
Crystal.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
I think I
cringe.
might try and pick that up, but I don't think anyone would ever say, "Is that clear to me?" in real life.
That's what I said to Jack. This is one of those things that we start saying like as a joke, and then it just becomes something you say, and then people look at you and think you're an idiot. Like half the things we say on this podcast.
So the first heat was won by Sid and Christina, and the next heat, which was the same thing, spinning with balance in the eye, was won by Ari and Marley.
Under his eye. That's a Handmaid's Tale reference.
The next round was the swing again. Then I've written blocks and sandbags.
You had to throw the little bean bags at the blocks in the eye. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Sid
was different.
Sid was determined.
Was he?
He was like a maniac. He's like... Sid was desperate to win it.
And he'd win it, he did,
the new
with Marley.
Beast. The new comp beast.
And then in the final round, they had to do that swing, do a balance beam, go on up and down a seesaw.
Oh my god.
And then something with balls. Oh, was it bounce the ball into that off of a
was
trampoline?
That this as well? Fucking hell. Oh yeah.
Was it like off a trampoline into
the cage.
A basket?
I thought they had to do the whole lot into the cage, but it was just... Was that this? Oh yeah, it was.
Time will tell.
No, I don't think that was this. I think that was
and
the
it wasn't
because
Marley won that one.
Yeah, you're getting your comps confused.
Well, I've written, what's the balls? I've written there's balls involved in this one.
There wasn't. There was beanbags. There was no balls.
There was, because I wouldn't have written balls here for no reason.
You've written balls
there's a swing,
you're thinking about balls.
There's a balance beam, there's a seesaw, and then there's some balls.
It was just a balance beam.
I'm telling you, there's balls in
there
some
capacity. There was no balls in this comp.
There are.
No, there ain't.
You will find that Alfie Sheridan will prove you wrong on this, because there is
I
clearly...
know for a fact you're wrong.
I've written balls.
Just because you've written balls, that's meaning. That's not
you
a
will
legally
find that
binding
there's
contract.
Balls in both of these competitions.
Nah, there's no balls here, just beanbags. Gaz is going to get the episode out.
I will.
I know you fucking will.
The round before was the beanbags and the blocks in the eye.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on.
Anyway, Sid won it.
Yeah. Sid won it with the fucking beanbags, I swear.
With the balls. Sid's
what
nomination.
Was happening with the balls then?
He was throwing them at something, or balancing them, or...
With the trampoline, that was Marley won.
Yeah, it's not the trampoline one, it's a different one.
Go on.
Sid's nomination. Sid was lying that he planned to play safe and start fighting. This is my notes. Sid was lying that he planned to play safe and start fighting at the latter stage of the game.
Oh, yeah. He said he'd been biding his time.
He's already failed to make a big move.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, mate?
Yeah.
Rewriting your own story.
Yeah, they always do that, don't they?
Danny cut deal... Oh, he nominated Danny because he cut deals with everyone apart from him.
Yeah. He's the only person that Danny can't work, I put.
Marley to flush out the eye, which makes a lot of sense.
Wouldn't that piss Marley off doing that?
That's a good point. If you just backtracked and tried to, like, patch things up with Marley, and now you're taking out his power.
Yeah, you're making him use his power.
Because it would be better to keep the power in the game.
If you were really tight with him. Marley. Yeah, exactly. It's bollocks.
Tilly, because she was such a huge threat to me, a challenge beast, I'd be remiss not to do it. It's remiss.
Remiss, like I'd be
like
stupid not to do. You'd be remiss not to, pick up your keys before you leave the house. Something like that.
I do get what it means, but I just don't really hear it. It sounds quite archaic language.
No, it's all good. It's fine.
Christina was smoking a banana on the sofa.
Was she?
She was holding it like a cigarette.
You've got to hand it to Sid. This is a power move right here. Putting up Tilly and Danny. Those are strong noms.
Do you know what else he did? He went to sit on the sofa amongst all of his nominees.
Oh.
And all around him was Danny, Marley and Tilly.
Ouch. He's a steak.
During the announcement, SJ said, "Whoa." And Danny said, "Good play, Sid."
Danny went...
Tilly said, no, Tilly is giving it the well played lips and a nod, I said. The sort of like,
Oh, yeah. But then she
cried.
Went off. It was weird seeing Tilly sort of upset and vulnerable like that. Normally I think of her as being quite tough.
Like unflappable.
Yeah. And she said, he stabbed me in the back. He actually stabbed you in the front, I think you'll find.
She said she wished she listened to Christina. There you go.
Yeah.
Even Tilly said that herself.
Should have had that girl's alliance. And she was crying and all her makeup was running off her face. So she was all orange here and then just white here.
Tilly is upset she's against her two best friends in the house. That's why she was upset. It wasn't necessarily about herself, apparently.
I've said Danny's final three is not working out so well.
What about the podium? With Marley in the cave, I can't even scramble against Danny. Oh, that's Tilly. Marley said, I'll do it for you.
Oh. Ari was telling Marley you have to use the eye because Ari was trying to flesh out the eye as well.
Yes, he was. Sorry, I've got more from Tilly. She went, that's like my best friend since the start. The two people I wanted to protect. I thought, it's really nice that she was like that moved by being up against these people who she really cared about.
Yeah, and we thought she'd gone off Danny for a bit, didn't we?
She never did, though.
No, they just edited it different, I think. So, I was sure that Tilly would go and not Danny, because I think just Danny has stronger relationships with people in the house. But then when he gets up and goes vote for me, I was just like, fucking idiot.
The thing is, if you look at who's the strongest player, it made sense to take out Tilly.
Yeah, it did. Danny's
you can't possibly take out Marley. Danny doesn't. Well, he did win that card tower the other day.
Yeah, he's won like the odd thing here and there, but not much.
SJ doesn't want to tell Tilly she's protecting her to her face, but not behind her back.
Oh yeah, she wants to play an honest game.
Well, you know, I want to be here in the final in the integrity of my own game. It's the British way. Big Brother said, Danny, how are you feeling?
Oh.
Danny said, how do you think I'm feeling? And then Big Brother said, don't you want to talk about it? To which Danny said, no. Danny said he will back Tilly to the hilt. I like that.
He said, I will follow through with my word since the day I entered this house. And Jack went, no, you haven't. Like, you voted out, like, you shook hands with about 3 people, like Jess and fucking Victor. I guess he was talking about just Tilly, not everyone in the house.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right. He did make deals and then...
Yeah, he made lies.
He
He did it to Marley as well.
Well, he said in the diary he was going to do what he did.
Yeah.
In the garden... Who's this? Keep Tilly in the game. She wants it way... Oh, this is Danny. Keep Tilly in the game. No. She wants it way more. And she could do so much more with the money. There will be no scramble. Oh. There'll be no save Danny. I'll be talking about Tilly and why she needs to stay here. Put the votes on me. I like that. How he was like, no, there's not going to be a scramble. Yeah. In the eviction room, I'll be talking about how you need to save Tilly. It's like a campaign.
Yeah. But what do you think about this? Do you think Danny is doing this purely for...
airtime? For his image. For the next book.
Because what me and Jack said was, it's not that Danny is like, he's playing the martyr, but it's that Danny can't bear for people to actually vote him out. So he wants to like
control his own exit.
Control his own exit, and then go out like the hero, the hero that he saved Tilly.
That's a very cynical view of things.
It's kind of a bit like what Tim did with the Pax brothers. Like, do you remember he like just quit that challenge and he was like, "Oh, I've won it before. I want them to win it."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shut up! You just couldn't do the fucking competition. It's like if it had a bit of a touch of that sort of egomania about it. To me.
I actually believe that Danny has a very, very soft spot for Tilly.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And when Danny says Tilly needs the money more,
I
think he truly believes that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you look from Danny's VT, if he wants some money, you can just sell a car or two, can't he?
But I don't believe you shouldn't win the comp just because you've got money. You shouldn't. You should not win the show because you've got money. The person who's been the most entertaining should win the show, and that's it, as far as I'm concerned. So Danny should win over Marley. I don't care what sob story he's got. No
well,
offense,
good luck
Marley.
with that. But if it came down...
You know how racist Australia is as well, keep that in mind. Or if they change their ways in the past year.
Probably not. But I just think that something about Marley will
translate
Yeah.
to the racists. They'll be like, well, he's mixed race. give him a go.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think maybe
We'll see.
maybe the Big Brother audience is not so.
That's true.
Because you shouldn't be, but then the diversity in BBAU over the years has not been that great, has it?
No. Yeah, I don't know. It depends who votes, like you say.
Yeah, exactly. And if you think about the voters, Chad won last year. What did he win on? The strength of his looks, and really, because not his personality.
It was being a actual nice guy rather than a proclaimed nice guy like the other two, I think.
There's that, and that he was younger and more attractive as well, I think. If you look at the demographic, probably majority women.
Yeah.
Marley probably will appeal to them.
And gay guys.
And gay guys.
So, I was thinking, is this the flim flam section? But they don't really do a flim flam section like this in BBOs, do they? With Danny saying "vote me out" sort of thing. They don't really do that, do they?
Sometimes they make you think it's going to go one way.
Yeah, I think generally you kind of know what way it's going to go. On the whole.
What?
Could be wrong.
I put Sonia's in a powder blue dress with an electric bolt earrings. Do you remember these?
Yeah.
She didn't think...
Stop paying attention to
Who's this? No, Sid didn't think he could win that challenge because he suffers from vertigo.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote, it's not that high. But apparently Sid was diagnosed with like clinical vertigo during his time in the house.
Oh.
Whatever that is. You get wobbly when you're high up, don't you?
Yeah, like if you look down off a building you feel dizzy or something like that. SJ said, I'm just quietly playing my little game. I'm just quietly playing my little game. He says that.
Ari agrees that it was a huge move to put up these three big players, and SJ isn't surprised to see Marley up there. But she did say she wants to flush out the PBI as well. She gives a bit too much away sometimes.
Yeah.
But she said she's finding this quite traumatic. Tilly was already crying.
Oh, God, it was
She
awful.
said, I don't know if I was shocked or hurt. Danny said, I left a gaping hole in my game plan. That gaping hole was Sid.
Yeah, that was so accurate when he said that.
Have an immunity. Someone... What? I gave an immunity to someone out of goodwill.
Yeah,
goodwill.
my
As a goodwill
arse.
gesture.
Yeah, right.
We don't normally do
Yeah.
this. But on this occasion, we will.
It's £5.
Sid is using a squeeze technique, patent pending. So well played to Sid. The squeeze technique.
Don't tell him about that. Mind you, I think Danny said it in the room before.
Yeah, he has. Even Sonia's talked about the squeeze.
Yeah.
Tilly said, I think I'm going home, Sonia. I want Danny to be here. There's very much like, no, you stay.
Yeah.
No, you stay. No, you hang up.
Yeah.
No, you hang up. I've just looked up to Danny from the start. I think that you're the most amazing person. And Marley's the most amazing person. And I literally look up to these people. Marley said he respects Danny as a man.
And a game player.
And he said the best time since he grew close to him. Take that, Katie and Jess.
Yeah.
Marley's had a better time with Danny than you two.
Yeah, than
Pow.
talking about football. Yeah, I like that. I respect him as a man and a game player. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Danny, the man, the game player, the legend. Sonia is asking everyone if they would play the eye. What do you think, Marley? Are people saying that because they want you to use the eye? Everyone's like, I would have played the eye. Yeah, I'd definitely play the eye.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Danny said, I've made my intentions clear that I want to go home tonight, so I want to attract the vote. Tilly and I made a deal to look after each other, and Tilly has saved me more than I've saved her.
That's true. That is true.
Well,
you've got to win it,
listen,
Tilly.
yeah, Tilly, if you don't win this, I'm going home tonight.
But this is the thing. It's not up to Danny and Tilly. Once you're in those chairs, it ain't up to you to tell people how to vote. They make their own decision of how to vote, and that's that. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, they do, but obviously what you say can sway things in the room.
Yeah.
Just look at SJ. She brings the tears all the time. So in the vote...
Hang on, I've got something for that.
Oh.
Danny said Tilly will take this whole show. And I thought, fuck that. If I was voting, I'd think, I don't want Tilly taking this whole show. Vote her out, arse out. See, was Danny doing double bluff there?
Nah. It is a shame because, oh God, I do think Tilly could have been winner.
She should have been at the end. I was
100%.
sad to see her go.
I
Especially the way she went.
let out a scream.
That way she went was dirty. Entertaining, though.
Right, let's run through this vote.
God, I want a top of a wine. Fuck me.
No, we need to finish the episode first.
Yeah, we're gonna.
It's like when you're revising. It's like, oh, do this chapter and I'll have a chocolate biscuit. What's this? Ari.
Just comment on Tilly's red ribbon boob halter neck.
Oh my god, she did a lot of flesh on show. I wasn't sure about that.
She's like, yeah,
wrapped up like a Christmas present, weren't she?
It's gross.
Ari said they're a huge threat. They think they are super powerful. I told the bunnies I'm going to evict their mother.
Oh.
Didn't you think he was talking about Danny to begin with?
Yeah.
They are a huge threat. They think they're super powerful. I told the bunnies I'm going to evict their mother, and I guess I can't lie to the innocent rabbit. Good and bye.
I think Ari's funny.
Oh, yeah, he's alright.
I think he's a good character.
I don't like him, but
I
value him.
I don't like him either. I just think he's a good character. He's a bit of a weird guy.
SJ said, based on both my logic and my heart, I promised Danny that I wouldn't put a vote on him. And she voted Marley to sort of...
Oh yeah, even out the votes.
Negate her own vote, really. Because she couldn't put it on Tilly or Danny.
Yeah.
Marley said, I'm sweating bullets, which I thought the expression was buckets, but in Australia, bullets is probably a thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
This individual is someone I've been waiting to put a vote on for a long time, and in the last week, this changed. I don't even necessarily want them out for this. I'd like to vote out Daniel. Sonia starts talking. Yeah, it goes back to the eviction room. Sonia's trying to do her thing, right? Yeah. She's obviously at some point going to go, and Marley, would you like... And he can't wait. Do you know, he goes, excuse me, excuse me, Sonia.
That reminded me of the butt veto, when Alison played the butt veto. Yeah. Stood up, was like, oh, get the butt veto out. Also, Shades of Topaz. Hold up.
Excuse me. I would like to play the eye. And she's like, okay, you can do that. I was getting to it. All right, give me a minute, Marley.
I would like to ruin the whole of season 1 of Big Brother Canada. Okay.
So Marley got 2 votes, which obviously didn't count for anything. Daniel had 2, and then Tilly had 3. This is the thing with these evictions. It was just like 1 vote.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's very close. Yeah.
Who's this? Can I just ask who? Oh, Tilly went, can I just ask who before I go? SJ said, I didn't. Immediately, SJ was like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Adriana put her hand up. Christina said, I had a change of heart, dude. I'm sorry. Christina?
Good. Say Danny.
Tilly said, I'm saying goodbye to the bunnies. And then I've got one moment, please.
Jack said, don't you think she was sort of waiting in the corridor a bit? I said, I don't think so.
Maybe.
He said, as soon as she heard her name, she was like, oh, I'm like, you would be, though, as soon as you heard your name, wouldn't you?
I'd be going down that corridor in slow motion.
Yeah.
One foot out the door, like, really? Like Dave Ron's stepping out the door, like... So yeah, you got the majority of the votes, but you're not evicted yet. Did you notice any familiar music in this episode?
No. What was it? The veto pick music?
No, it was some BBUK music.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, from the series with Bob Reiter and Joseph Gibson.
Oh.
They got this music, which they used to use over, like, I think their best bit... No, not the best bits. It was when they were evicted and Davina would show them who nominated them.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's like... How the fuck did you remember that?
Because it's so good music.
Jesus Christ.
Alfie would have noticed it.
That is very impressive.
Do you know why, though? It's like a sort of like... It goes... Dun, 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 dun,
all right.
Dun, dun,
hold on,
dun,
ain't that a
dun,
famous...
dun.
That's a famous song.
No, it's not that. It's not that. No, it's not that. Because if you sing it, I can't do it again.
It sounded like that.
No, it's like... Dun, 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 dun. Ding, 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 ding. That's how it goes. It sounds like ding, 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 like kind of fairy tale-ish. But if you sort of like reduce that down, it's like a take on the BBUK theme tune.
Oh, I see.
Because the BBUK theme tune goes do 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 do, and this goes ding 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 ding.
Wow. Yeah, that is a deep cut for you listeners there.
That was when they revealed the mirror room.
Oh!
Which is you've been waiting for. You've been calling the ice room.
The silver room, I thought it was called. Hold on.
Thoughts, feelings on the mirrored room?
There's 2 beds in the mirrored room. I noticed there's 2 beds.
Me too.
But Big Brother was like, oh, but is it just the reflection?
Yeah, I know. But you can't have a room like that and not make it a... someone else comes in. There's only one person who can get out. the fact that Tilly and Ari ever thought it was plausible they would both make it out of that room was just
actually, I kind of thought they might.
How?
I don't know.
It can't be. It's always got to be someone steals the money, someone leaves.
So. It was very White Room-esque, wasn't it? Had the same dynamic.
I'd say that is 100% the same room.
The same camera angles and the sort of trippy thing they did.
Same room.
Yeah, but it looked a lot better.
It
looked
did.
cool.
Those lights were so cool.
Reminded me of Labyrinth. Do 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 do.
Sounds like that same music.
It does. Do 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 do. Do you not like Labyrinth?
I've never seen it.
What? Gaz, if you like Disney, I'm sure you love Labyrinth.
Yeah, but David Bowie's a bit weird.
It's very good in it.
Oh.
Yeah. David Bowie's a bit weird. As Baby on Blast does not endorse that view. Well, he is a bit weird, but that's a good thing, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's good. He's got a good package in it. Big old package on show throughout the whole film.
Gross.
And throws a baby up in the air. That's
the haircut looks very 80s. I'm not sure if I can get on board with it.
Oh, you can. Honestly, you should watch it. It's really good. I'm going to talk to Dan about it.
Another one.
Another one. Shall we pause? We did an hour straight. No wonder I'm thirsty.
Yeah, let's pause. We'll get a drink.
We'll just tune into our advert now. Buy this. It's really, really nice and it's really cheap.
Do I press that?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
We're back.
Back with popcorn stuck in our teeth.
We've just done the review. We forgot to do it on the podcast. So
that's probably a blessing.
I'm sorry about that.
No one wants to hear that.
We got wrapped up talking to Google Home, didn't we?
Yeah. I don't like that Google Home thing. I don't trust it.
What was about your new nickname?
It's got ill intent. It gave us a new nickname.
Well, you actually.
McSmooshy. What was?
I don't know.
McSmooshy Fancy Pants or something.
The first one was Flip Flop.
Flip Flop. Actually, that's quite good for a Big Brother fan. Should have stuck with that one.
Anyway, during the break, I prepared some freshly microwaved salty popcorn. Brought it in this big popcorn bar.
We ate the whole lot.
We finished it. You quite like the combination of popcorn and Prosecco.
It's a delicious combo. You got the salt and then you got the acid of the wine. Acid don't sound good.
The acidity of the wine.
It's nice. I recommend it to everyone.
Not the hideous pairing I thought it was going to be.
Also, it's a cheap snack to have with your Prosecco. If you've pushed the boat out too much on the Prosecco, popcorn, it's only about £1, isn't it?
Yeah. If that.
Right, come on, we need to get through this. It's 11 o'clock now.
Okay, Tilly said, Big Brother, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen about the mirror room. There is no up, there is no down, no end, just an infinite Tilly. There'll be no... What is it? There's no beginning, there'll be no end. 'Cause all my love...
On you depend. What are you singing?
The Mirrored Room theme tune. Consider this room a place to reflect how and why you got here, and if there's anything you could have done differently.
I think the Mirror Room theme tune should be absolutely flawless.
Absolutely flawless.
Absolutely flawless.
There is one thing to look at, that shiny red jewel that lies in the middle of the room. If you want out, the red jewel will send you home. Just pick it up and you can go.
Isn't a red jewel a ruby? Why did they not want to say that?
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
I have said me and Gaz would like this room because we're both vain. A room full of mirrors. I think we'd both enjoy that. Although
Reminded me of the Balderson ball pit a little bit.
I
That was all
think-
mirrored.
Do you know what the downside is?
What?
You know when you go in a change room and you've got that mirror where you can see like your back, and then you're like, oh, what the fuck is that? And
Don't,
you realise it's
'cause-
your own back. It's like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
That could be the downside of the
What
mirrored
happened?
room. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll just only look at myself from the neck up. It's fine.
Well, it must be quite disorientating to... Was the floor mirrored as well? I don't think so.
I think it was. Big Brother said, where do you work out where the mirrors stop and you begin? Until he said, I'll run into them. I like the fact she answered that question. Consider this room to reflect.
Oh, it's quite Alice in Wonderland,
Yeah.
Landy with the whole echoes and stuff. They've done a lot of that this series. Trippy.
So then we went back to the house and Danny went, game on. And he was
Who's he saying that to? I guess it's game on. Did it follow exactly after the Tilly went in?
after the eviction. He said, of course I want to be here.
But I'm not going to stay at Tilly's expense, he said. Of course
No,
I'm going to
you won't.
Of course I'm going to play for it. Like, I don't want to be here at Tilly's expense, but I'm going to play for it. Danny said in the diary room, I'm still coming to terms with Tilly's eviction. Did he cry? Danny says he now knows what game Sid is playing. He took one shot in the game. It missed. What?
At him,
himself.
at Danny.
Okay.
You don't want to swing and miss.
And his second shot at Danny, but the first one completely derailed. Maybe it's book smart versus street smart.
Street smart, School of Hard Knocks.
I mean, there's going to be no fight, he said. There's going to be no fight, it's a metaphor. Is that the right word?
I don't think Danny's exactly like a street fighter, is he? He's like an estate agent. I suppose he means he didn't go to university. Oh, he said, yeah, I may not have multiple degrees like Sid.
Year 10, dropped out at year 10.
Those people like, I left school with no GCSEs.
He's year 10?
Shut
like
up.
Lord Sugar.
Yeah, it's like, shut up, no one cares.
He's a bit of a Lord Sugar wannabe, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I wonder how the Australians are finding Lord Sugar. You know, he's doing the Australian Celebrity Apprentice. I want to watch that.
Jesus.
And then, what's this? Yeah, the next day, day 56, Marley is still reeling over Tilly. Big Brother said, now that Tilly is gone, who do you trust? Do you know who Marley trusts?
Danny
and SJ. But even Big Brother said, how things change. He tells Danny in the bedroom, you're the only one I can trust in this game. Danny said that the deal is still on.
The handshake.
Yeah,
still on lock.
The Hollywood handshake.
Yeah, let's stick together. Because I was wondering after Tilly went, would they separate? Because she was sort of, I guess, part of the glue holding them together.
She kind of cemented that,
yeah,
didn't
she did. But Danny was like, no, you shook on it now.
Marty said he's aiming for Sid, and Danny said, when you pull the trigger, you get respect the next day. Oh. That's like a reign of terror. Danny was walking the wrong way out of the bedroom. Do you notice that? He's like, I don't know where I'm going. He's actually walking the wrong way to leave the bedroom.
That's probably the room he goes into to talk to Ted.
Sid was acting smug in the diary room. The biggest move of the game thus far, he said.
That was interesting because in the house, Sid was acting quite dejected and down. In the diary room, he was really happy, and I thought, that's good. That's good gameplay. Acting like, oh, I feel so bad about what I've done, when you're actually like, yeah, fuck you. That's good. I just can't believe you've put no respect on Sid's game this week.
Game recognised game. No, I just don't like
just because you got Tilly out, you're just being results oriented.
Yeah, I'm bitter. I'm not glittering. I'm bittering.
Yeah, Sid played a good game this week. He actually sat up and did something. It was just at a time that didn't suit you.
I'm obviously bitter because I've written your next bitch, but I don't want you in the mirror room. I've written. Sid was trying to work with Christina. She said that she wants Marnie out. Oh yeah, this was a bit flim-flam. Sid was. That wasn't genuine on. When Christina makes deals, I never believed them. But I think Sid was trying to play Christina. She said she wants to join with Sid to get out Marley because she knows that Sid's already voiced it. But then I was like, is Christina just trying to get the intel from Sid to reveal it to Marley for real?
I think she's just greasing the wheels, isn't she?
He's said that he's more interested in Danny though. Sid's now targeting Danny. 900 Tillys in the room and a kaleidoscope I've written.
She can see her ponytail from all angles. That could be quite handy, especially if you had bunches, because it's hard to do that parting down the back. You know, what certain age you have to give up bunches, SJ. But it'd be handy to see those bunches down the back.
Tilly says she won't touch the jewel. Big Brother said, "Is there a second bed, or is it a reflection?"
Tilly said, "I want revenge."
Tilly was getting the Sophie edit here. I think when Sophie was going a bit crazy.
The trippy edit, yeah.
This is when she created Sally. Sally looked like the Raving Rabbids, didn't she?
Yeah, she did a bit. Jack goes, "Oh, is Big Brother giving her those eyes?" And I went, "No, look, it's like her eye mask."
It was a
her eye
headband
mask
thing.
that had lucky she had an eye mask with googly eyes on, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, to make a little friend.
Convenient.
Sally, the bikini model, she doesn't really have any feelings. The only feeling she has is revenge. I think that's her feeling. She says Sally is pissed off. Sally is putting on weight. She's stressed.
Sally for the win, I say.
Sally told me that revenge is served sweet. Is that the word?
No, cold.
Yeah.
Did you think Sally had a bit of a Wilson from Castaway vibe? You must know what that is.
Was it? Football?
Yeah.
Is it a football or coconut?
It's a ball. Oh, no, it's a ball,
volleyball,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's a ball of some sort.
I could just see the raving rabbits when I looked at Sally.
Yeah, you're right. Now you've said it, I can picture it too. They're funny little things, aren't they? It's scary. Feral.
Apparently, even Sally was most pissed off at Ari. Do you think somehow Sally was channeling all of Tilly's emotions?
Yeah, like Tilly's own voodoo doll. And then she gave Sally an extra boob, didn't she? Was that here? Or was that
yeah, those silver balls she put in his boob. She ended up with a third eye as well.
Do you think if you were left in a room long enough, you'd become friends with an inanimate object?
Probably not, but I do feel like Tilly was aware of trying to make good TV.
I think I would. It's
Really?
like when you see like Banged Up Abroad or something, and people who've been in prison for like 20 years, they make friends with like a fly in the room or a spider or something. Like in UK, actually.
I did make friends with a fly once on a long car journey. It was it wasn't a fly. It was like some small beetle. I think I said this on the podcast
Jack
before.
wouldn't be happy if it was a fly.
It's like a tiny little beetle, and we were going on holiday somewhere. I took it all the way down the motorway and then let it out when we got there on holiday. And I thought, what if it can't survive here because I've moved it from its home?
From its natural habitat.
Yeah.
Oh, so you would then, is the answer to that question.
Well, I was a child, so I don't know about now, but yes, I would.
Big Brother said, "Are you talking to me or that pillow?" I don't know what that was about. Tilly said she was mad with Ari. That was foreshadowing of Ari coming in. We need to look out for these clues.
Why is she mad at Ari?
Because he voted her out.
Oh, there you go.
Stabbed her in the back, stroke
Did you notice when she goes, "Who was it?" Ari didn't put his hand up and said it was me. The only reason she knew is because SJ immediately went, "It wasn't me," and Adriana and Christina said, "It was me. It was me."
All right, Shaggy.
Saw me having prosecco in the attic. It wasn't me. Big Brother gathered the housemates for a task. What is this? It was a memory game.
It's like it's like those brain training things.
We should do that. We should play a game.
I did one. You know, I used to have it on the Wii. I'm sure you did too.
I didn't actually.
I did that brain trainer thing. It said I had the brain of a 73-year-old, and that was when I was about 25. So fucking God help me now.
Apparently,
my memory is.
Those games apparently are actually based on some sort of science.
Yeah,
from some Japanese scientists.
But then I heard even like doing a crossword or playing Candy Crush. Maybe not playing.
I don't think Candy Crush. No. I think that kills brain cells.
It's problem solving.
No, it probably is. It probably
problem
does.
Solving. I play this Candy Crush, like this Candy Crush game you have to pay for now, like but you win money on it.
Oh,
like from my bingo sites. It's good, you know. You can win like £10 on it.
You love those.
Yeah, I'm a proper gambler
games.
Now. I've become like a COVID gambler.
Gamblingaware.co.uk.org.uk.
But I don't spend that much.
You use the free credit and then you
I use it. Then I go to another one, get all the bonuses.
You can make money, but be careful. It's a slippery slope down that raving rabbit hole.
There's always new bingo sites: Tickety Bingo, Hunky Bingo, Glorious Bingo. Sexy Bingo. Honestly, there's like Lippy Bingo. There's like so many different ones. It's like
it's appealing to you.
I know.
Lippy Bingo. Targeted advertising.
Saw me coming. Yeah. Kitty Bingo as well. Anyway, that's beside the point.
So yeah, basically in the garden there's like 13 items on individual plinths.
Would you be good at shit like this?
Yes, I think I would because I'm quite observant. But it's a lot to remember in one go, so I'm not so sure.
I could remember some bits when they said it back.
I thought I knew that price tag, but I'd only seen one half of it. I was like, it's $12 or something, but it wasn't.
The sprinkles I knew, the pink sprinkles.
Oh, that was quite easy. But then the thing is, they did show us close-ups of them, so I don't think it's a fair test. But the prize...
I did well.
The prize is a game advantage, but I can't remember what that was.
It was...
Excuse me.
SJ got to replay the comp.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
That was quite a big deal, really.
It was.
Ari said that he got a photographic memory, didn't he? And went like... Tsk, tsk, tsk.
Oh yeah, and then they had him failing to remember, and then they had the voice over him going, "I have an impeccable memory."
That was good. So Tilly said, "Ari's coming in Sal."
Sal.
That's what the almonds decided.
The almonds?
Yeah.
Is that the new gummy koalas?
It is the new gummy koalas, yeah.
See.
Danny was telling his alliance to put him up.
Oh,
they don't know that he's working with Marley.
Why does he want to go up this time?
Why is he telling his alliance to put him up?
The fuck?
Marley and
You've
SJ...
got your notes in the wrong place.
I don't know. Marley and SJ connection edit. Do you remember this? They had a little montage of them
trying to work out where you are. No, I've not written that down. Go on.
Marley putting on SJ's clothes
Oh.
I think.
This must be... Because Jack said here, do you reckon SJ makes her own clothes? So it must have been at that point. Because that was the only thing I wrote.
I don't know why they had that in this position, in this particular juncture.
Me either. It was left such a big impact that I didn't write anything down.
Right, next was the nominations challenge in the basement. Do you want to talk me through this one? What was it?
Dominoes on the balance beam.
Oh, is that this one? God, I thought that happened last week. Ari said...
there was dominoes last week, probably.
Oh, it's not that one.
No.
It's the other one. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry, no. I thought, when you said dominoes, I thought of the tower with the ladder and Danny. That was last week.
This was along the balance beam.
Yes. So Ari said that he's glad he is glad for SJ to have the advantage because she's one of his best friends in the house.
He would say that.
SJ is one of Ari's best friends. But he's so slippy.
Ari doesn't really have a best friend in the house, I don't think.
No, Christina's my best friend.
That's true.
I voted out 4 weeks ago. So that task was walking along that balance beam and then putting those blocks down like dominoes and then dominoing them. Shout out Lewis F.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fingers up all round.
But this must be triggering for Danny after the dominoes experience in the panic room.
Were you going to mention Andrew Brady's meltdown on the podcast, or were we going to just gloss over that?
I wasn't going to mention it. Do you want to mention it?
Not really.
Oh.
You said, I told you on the podcast, and then you told Dan because he was curious about it.
No, I told you already.
Ah, yeah.
What was I going to tell you on the podcast?
About Andrew Brady. Oh, or was it something else you were going to tell me? Oh, no.
Something else, I think.
Never mind. So... What?
Oh... I don't know what it was.
Danny ratted back to Marley that the others are after him. Tilly would have been good at this comp. Danny just sat down and gave up. Oh, yeah, so Christina won, and then she went to SJ. You're safe with me.
Yeah, it was that when SJ was debating
don't use your power.
Playing the power. Yeah.
I don't use your power. And then Sid went, do what's best for you to SJ.
Also, SJ, do you know why she played it?
She was pissed off about something. Was she?
She, obviously wasn't happy with Christina winning, but she played it because second to Christina in the competition at that point was... Do you remember?
No.
Marley. So SJ thought Marley would take it.
That's why they had that bit in earlier then.
You're right. Everything is there for a reason. Yeah. Yes, so basically SJ looked to Marley and Marley kind of gave her the nod like...
yes, he did, didn't he?
Like, yes, now's the time.
And Sid went, do what's best for you. So he's trying to pipe up as well.
But then, who would have thought it? Our last stand-in intruder, Adriana... out of nowhere, bought the victory.
I couldn't believe that. I was shocked. I put Christina should have won again and then put up SJ, that teacher. Because SJ goes, I'm going to be a bit naughty or something.
Yeah. Oh, it's just my character, just the way I am.
Oh, what's she like? So, Adriana, future comp beast, I put. It was her first win, but I put sort of, because she wouldn't have won had SJ not used the secret power.
Well, it's still a win now. The last win is null and void.
So I've said she's a bit of a wild card, like I have no idea who she's going to put up. And sure enough, I didn't. And Big Brother said, I'm sure your boys will be very proud of you.
What? Who's her boys? Her actual boys.
Oh, yeah, her children.
On the outside. I thought she found... Okay, Danny and who else? I was thinking...
Marley. I've put Marley has got Stockholm Syndrome with the bunnies. Every time you see him, he's just like stroking a bunny, staring into space.
That's what the viewers want.
Yeah.
An attractive man stroking a cute animal.
And Ari, what the fuck's her name? Adriana said... She nominated SJ because of what she saw today. She didn't like. Didn't like what she did, and she doesn't trust her. I just don't like
what I saw today, Big Brother.
Didn't trust her. Someone else.
She didn't trust Christina. That's what she said. She didn't trust Christina not to put her up. So she did nominate her for that reason. It did bite SJ on the arse.
Good.
Oh dear! What am I like? So naughty. Cut to SJ claiming she knew Adriana would win. Apparently, but she didn't.
SJ was trying to backtrack
to Christina, definitely. backtrack right up to that attic.
Just like Danny leaving the room.
Marley said, no, sorry, she nominated Marley because he's a huge threat to her game. And Ari as a safe vote.
Oh, not the bloody safe vote.
SJ has been telling you this for weeks. There's no such thing as a safe vote.
As far as I'm concerned, if you put up a safe vote and they go out, that's your fault. That's not anyone else's fault voting. That's your fault. You put the noms up. That's your fault. That's your responsibility. You're to blame. Right.
What's this announcement of the nominations? Adriana immediately takes Ari's side to tell him that she wants SJ gone. She tells him that she will work on Danny.
I'm not sure Danny has signed off on these noms. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah,
she just went rogue. I can't see Adriana convincing Danny to get her SJ. Didn't he say later, I'm closer to SJ than Adriana?
Yeah, and he actually said that, he said outright, SJ going isn't good for my game. Don't know if that was to Adriana or in the diary room. Ooh. Danny was decided he was turning the vote on Ari and asked Marley. Do you remember he took Marley into the cave? He goes, do you trust Ari? And Marley went, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, well, there you go then. Let's get him out. Yeah.
Get rid.
Danny goes, basically, I love it when Danny goes off to work. That's when he goes into estate agent mode, isn't it?
Do you want to buy this house? Are you sure?
he basically goes, I'm going to say it's a done deal.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, who's that guy? This Power of Suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
Darren Brown.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the winning ticket. It's like, no, Ari is going. So I'm going to go around and tell everyone. Yeah. And they're just going to follow suit. And it works.
It works, yeah. It works.
SJ agreed to make out like she was going home.
You're going home.
For Marley. And lied to Ari. And it's a blind side.
Oh, I thought SJ don't like lying to people about going home.
Well, I'd like to play with integrity.
If it's Ari, I guess it won't matter.
Ari thought he had the numbers to stay, didn't he? He was going around saying that.
Fuck knows why. No one even likes him.
He said, "My God, if that doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen, this house will burn down before anyone takes that money."
That's not okay.
Threatening an arsonist, I could get evicted for that.
That's not okay. Perhaps he meant it metaphorically.
Yeah, like the fight.
I put here the safe vote will hopefully go in with Tilly. Yeah, well done. Danny stroking the rabbits, I've noticed too. Rabbit watch.
Danny...
Just get... Oh, yeah.
Go on.
No, I'm just talking about the rabbits again.
Just what?
They just get pulled out that cage, stroked, and then put back in again. Imagine if that was your life. Oh, just get pulled out, stroke, back in.
They're letting them, like, walk around the sofas. They must poop everywhere. Rabbits just poop.
Yeah, I used to know someone had a house rabbit.
No such thing as a house rabbit.
Fucking huge as well. Bigger than Towie. Honestly.
Lord.
I know.
That is a big rabbit. Danny said in the diary room that Sid was his biggest threat. But...
Since when?
But he needs to get him to vote Ari.
Right.
Okay. Sid thinks something is fishy. Danny's trying to explain. 24 hours is a long... Danny's like, nah. 24 hours... Sid's like questioning what he's saying. Danny's like, nah, 24 hours is a long time.
Sid smelt a rat.
He's like, Ari could flip on my game or sometime else.
That's true. Ari could flip on that game easily.
Sid says that Danny doesn't flip-flop like that. What about that time he started working with Jess and Katie, though?
I've seen him flip-flop at least 3 times. More than your Hey Google thing. Shouldn't say that. Upset people's Googles.
People listening out loud. Hey Google.
Oh. Oh, does it not speak? Oh, because you have to say something.
Yeah, it lights up.
Hey Google, do you like our podcast? Oh.
To play a podcast, ask for it by name.
For example,
you can say, play the latest episode of followed by the podcast's name.
I wonder if it will...
Insert name here.
See if it will play BB on Blast.
Play BB on Blast.
You might want to say podcast. And you have to say Hey Google first. It's shut down now.
Every time.
Yeah.
Hey Google, play BB on Blast podcast.
Playing BB on Blast, International Big Brother podcast on Spotify.
Known by Google.
Where's it starting from? Oh, it must be one you were
Probably
listening to.
I was listening to it.
Stop that. That's cool. Oh, I like it now. I'm famous.
Right, the eviction room.
Ari has been nominated 8 fucking times and they ain't got rid of him. Wow. Danny,
He's got 9 lives.
Literally. He's been nominated 8 times. Oh, that means next time he's up, he's going.
Sonia, so we just talk about what Sonia was wearing, please.
Talk about Sonia.
Where did you write Sonia's outfits down?
Because I find her so bland.
Sonia was wearing a black dress with spiked studs over it.
I do remember that, yeah.
Signifying that we are at
what?
the sharp end of the game, the pointy end of the game.
Yeah, what are they called, those? Maybe they are called studs. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I feel like they've got another name, but...
She said we're definitely at the pointy end of the game, or someone else said that, I don't know.
Squeaky bum time.
Sonia asks why SJ made that bold move. What bold move?
What was that? You drinking Prosecco?
Oh, that's just who I am. I'm a little cheeky like that.
Oh, replaying the competition.
Yeah, the old replay.
Fucking hell, we're so dumb. Danny doesn't like Adriana claiming the squeeze. Was Adriana trying to squeeze... Who was she trying to squeeze out? SJ.
Was she doing the squeeze?
Yeah, apparently.
Adriana... Oh, yeah, you're right. Adriana almost reveals her cards when she says Ari is a squeeze vote, as opposed to the safe vote. So now you can be a squeeze vote.
Danny's like, look, I invented the squeeze. Yeah. Don't be using the squeeze against me.
SJ claimed that she was feeling incredibly vulnerable. She said, I've really shot myself in the foot big time. But the lack of tears reveals that she's acting.
Do
you realise that?
One tear was shed.
She was trying to play it.
Was
but
she?
when SJ's on the block and she's really vulnerable, she brings out the waterworks stuff.
Got ya, SJ. Caught ya.
So, in the vote, Sonia said, it's time to find out who will be leaving the game tonight. Did you notice that?
Oh, is that what she said?
You got to listen to the semantics.
What does she normally say?
Who's going to be leaving the house?
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, but I think when it's a twist, you know from she says leaving the game.
Oh, you would spot that if you were in there, surely.
You'd think.
God, amateur hour.
Christina said she's still pretty sour about having her victory robbed and stolen from her, so she put SJ up. That really did shoot SJ in the foot. Ari said, I have to evict this person in order to save myself, but they didn't show who it was.
Oh, I did write here, Sonia pincushion outfit.
Danny nominated Ari. He said, I really like this person, but ultimately I don't see him in the bigger picture. I feel that he would sell me out, which is true. Ari's not loyal to anyone.
Like Danny, can you imagine Danny at work laying people off? Like, calling people into the room, innit? So,
I just don't see you in the bigger picture.
Sorry, I've brought you here today. These people go in this room, these people go in that room. You're like, oh shit.
So, Marley didn't get any votes. SJ got 2 of the votes, and Ari got 4 of the votes. Christina went, what? They were really shocked.
And Adriana said, who did that?
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Who did that? And I noticed no one said that. Ari just
wandered off.
Did a Cody Nicholson just straight out, didn't he?
Straight over the dining table.
Yeah.
Dining table. Coffee table. Is Cody the one that walked over the coffee table?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I was impressed. You remember? You did remember something.
I thought it was Jax and Mickey that walked over the coffee table.
Remember those vetoes? Well, they're the same sort of person, aren't they? The sort of
is that
military,
the same one?
military thug.
Gunslinger.
Yeah. Some sort of homophobic, straight, thick-necked redneck.
Adriana is fuming at Danny. It's the daytime, I realised. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, it was like light.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's how you know it's not a real eviction. Don't evict anyone before dark, do they?
No. Well, they did. Someone did go in the morning when they did that comp in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it?
That magician. That naked magician, I think. Yeah, get a real job. Ari, please wait a moment. The light's changing in the mirror room. Tilly said, it's the colour of revenge. Red. Tilly said, I'm so glad it's you.
Yeah,
because you're out,
yeah,
sort of thing.
She looked pissed. She looked annoyed with him when he came in.
Oh, really?
She gave him a very frosty hug, and then she sort of sat there, like, staring into space, like, angry. She did, yeah. I put Tilly, if looks could kill.
Threatening to go in there with that 3-boobed, 3-eyed bunny and Tilly.
That's a built-in alliance right there. Tilly said, I'm so happy it's you. Yeah, I'm so happy it's you. Then back in the house, Danny said, I'm playing my own game. And Adriana was like, oh, I trusted you. Adriana really milked this, didn't she? For all it was worth.
The thing was, Adriana, like, she's not got the smarts to, like, pull
she ain't got
anything
the
off.
street smarts.
No.
Has she got the book smarts?
But why was she so upset? It wasn't like a move
And
she...
also just Ari, who's a fuck.
Yeah, what it was, my problem was, it wasn't like a move she wanted to make was undermined. She didn't have a big target that she necessarily wanted out. She was upset that the person she thought was safe had gone.
Yeah.
And that it was initiated by Danny.
Yeah.
And she felt really betrayed by him.
It's just
She
like...
said, you played me well, Danny.
I thought they don't normally show all this much stuff after the eviction, do they? I was like, oh, what's going on
No,
here?
because it really kicked off this time, didn't it?
I put who cares, and also you put him up in the first place.
She goes into the diary, she goes, you'll see a new Adriana now.
Oh, yeah, right.
As of when I walk out that door,
Yeah.
you'll see a new Adriana tonight.
Yeah, for about
Till next
5
morning
minutes,
when Danny
yeah.
placates you in the cave.
Yeah. And then what did Danny say at the end?
What did he say?
I'm the most hated guy in Australia right now.
Not nasty Nick, mate. Jesus.
For evicting Ari, who cares?
Or for upsetting Adriana, the new people's
Piece of
princess.
shit. So dramatic. I'm the most hated man in Australia. Oh. Should we have another little break?
Oh, do you want a break? Yeah, sure.
Well, we need a topic, don't we?
Oh,
Or is that the end of it?
We're coming to the pointy end of the Prosecco.
Oh, no. That's no good.
Speaking of Prosecco, try new Pop Prosecco from BB on Blast Enterprises.
It makes you pop, then it makes you...
Sick.
It makes you talk shit. Right, we're here. Episode 26. Whoop, whoop.
Are we already?
Mm-hmm.
The last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Wow.
So Big Brother was like, how does it feel to be here? Not really in, not really out. Oh. One for the gay Big Brother fans there.
Why?
You know, well, just in the teens.
Oh, in the closet.
Yeah, in your teens.
That's the mirrored room. It's before you come out, you got to like reflect upon yourself.
And you got to be
Not
like,
really in,
ta-da!
not really out.
You got to be like Sal, embrace,
In, out,
Shake it all
about.
do the hook.
Got to be like Sal. Why?
You know, because she's fabulous, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
She's got 3 eyes, 3 boobs.
A neon bikini.
She's definitely
Day glow.
She's definitely gender fluid. Probably, you know,
Far more progressive than any Australian
LGBTQ
can handle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's not straight. Look at her. Look at her. No free-eyed, free-boob creature could be so boring.
I liked, actually, do you know what? We haven't really spoken about it, but I liked the way in the mirrored room, even the fridge had like a shiny front, the kettle was really shiny, everything was mirrored.
They're well committed to that theme.
And the bloody bed linen was shiny. It was like,
Silvery.
surprised I didn't dress them in my silver t-shirt that I got.
Or spacesuits.
Yeah, I thought they'd have to wear silver too.
Yeah. I must say, Tilly's makeup was looking even more cakey than usual in that light. It did not look good. I mean, I know she's trying to cover up her scars, but just... I think at some point you have to accept yourself and just get over it, which I think she will, but she's only young, isn't she?
Oh, she's 21, I think.
Yeah,
Or
I
20.
think... and these things here were a bit over time as well, don't they? So I think she'll be fine. When you're that age, though, you do worry a lot about things like that.
Oh, definitely. Especially if you kind of like used to putting yourself out on Instagram and stuff. If she's... I don't know if she was an influencer before, but she obviously was like trying to make a TikTok kind of audience for herself.
Oops. It's really my drink.
I bet Tilly was screaming when Ari walked in, was she?
Yeah, I think so. And then Ari goes, "What's this?"
What is it? Oh, Sal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she said. What did she say?
She said,
Who's this? That's Sally. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
It.
Oh.
She's an it.
Maybe she is non-binary.
Oh.
Hold on. It's not okay for non-binary, is it? Oh, God.
Maybe she is non-binary. Big Brother said, Tilly,
She said, don't touch them.
Big Brother said, Tilly, have you gone mad yet? And Tilly said, you tell me.
Well, you're talking to a pillow.
Meanwhile, back in the house, Danny was talking about levels of loyalty. Yeah, here you go. He's more loyal to SJ than Adriana, because known her for longer.
I wrote, they're mudslinging about Ari in the cave.
What's this? I'm not even mad. She respects the game move.
Christina, she said she respected Danny's game move.
Game recognised game.
She said he was my best friend about Ari, but mad respect. And I've put, I've put you Dumbo, you'll be next. Don't you think? She's so ripe for are chopping at Christina. No one
Well, her name's been out there for
No
weeks.
one's loyal to her. She's too good at comps.
I actually think Christina's a finalist. I've just got this feeling.
Really?
Yeah,
I hope she is.
I think it's going to be Christina, Marley, and Danny.
Oh, I'd love to see it. We'd love to see it.
Adriana made to look psycho, putting the knives away. Do you remember this? In the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I thought them including this makes her look like she's unhinged, but she's literally just trying to tidy the kitchen.
I put Danny and Adriana having a marital in front of the bunnies.
Good and bye.
She said she feels like she sent her son home. Adriana thinks Ari's like a son to her.
Where did that come from?
I bet Ari's own mother would probably be glad to see the back of him.
There's so much we don't see, clearly. She's hurt because Danny betrayed her trust. He said he's playing to win. They kind of had I think somebody said later, like it was like the parents had a fight, right?
Yeah.
And it did feel a bit like that.
Awkward, yeah. Oh, yeah, because Adriana's giving him the silent treatment, which is the worst.
Oh, the silent treatment is so uncomfortable.
My mum is the worst. My mum will just not speak to her partner for like a week. Can you imagine dragging it out for a week? I couldn't do it. Could you do that?
No, but I remember being around my parents when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Your parents clearly cut from the same cloth as mine. Psychotic tendencies. But that silent treatment is bad. You just need to just get it out in the open. Just get it all off your chest.
Talk about it.
Yeah, otherwise...
Deal with it, move on.
Because that's silent.
Let's not forget that Adriana and Danny are not a couple.
Yeah.
Tilly and Ari are talking about being blindsided by Sid in the mirror room.
Oh yeah, I've put Tilly as blowing up her spot with Danny and Marley to Ari. Yeah, she kind of did, didn't she? Because when Ari went back in, he was like, oh, I want to work with Danny and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was very odd, but yeah, fine. No worries.
Works for us.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny, he seems like a loyal chap who won't stab me in the back. Hold on, Danny just literally entered into a mission. What the fuck?
I don't understand.
That makes no sense. I'm doing it for Tilly.
Yeah, coming out of this, I know that who I have to work with is Danny and Marley. Okay.
Yeah, Marley don't like him either.
Must be Sal. She's got mind powers.
You've heard of a tinfoil hat?
No, tinfoil cushion.
Also, not forgetting the pricking tinfoil.
It all comes full circle. Awkwardness over Danny and Adriana's upset. Christina feels like Mum and Dad have been fighting. Danny hates bad blood, he said. He wants to patch things up with Adriana. He said it's just a game. It doesn't reflect real life. He's like, I'd never do this to you out there.
Yeah.
In the real world, it won't be like this, Adriana.
Yeah, and
Come with me. Run away.
Yeah, your husband...
Let's live happily ever after.
Won't let you speak to him again. It's a game move, Adriana. Get over it. Did Danny say to her, you were a pawn in my game?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
You were a pawn in my game last night, and I'm sorry. But there was terrible audio. It was like they'd taken... They had their mics on. I could see them. Do you remember this? Do you remember thinking, like, I can't barely hear what they're saying? No. I reckon Adriana and Danny turned their mics off for this discussion.
Oh. That's a bit naughty. And then Adriana said, game on, brother. And, like, just pat them on the back or something. Calling him the old brother and sister, the whole, like John and Nedda were, and then they just went out together for a year.
Wasn't it very quickly patched over? Sorry, my leg hurts.
Did you?
Massaging my leg. I thought, like, she rolled over very quickly in the cave.
Because that silent treatment's boring. You've got to give it up. Give it up.
Oh, give it up. You've got to give it up.
Hold on, we're singing two different songs there.
You'll sing, give it up, give it up, give it up. Mirrored room. Tilly fingers in her ears while Ari makes weird noises.
Oh, yeah. And I've put hold on. They said, it's an infinity of Tilly's. She's literally looking in a mirror, in a mirror, in a mirror. Our favourite. I've put, is it Ari trying to make Tilly push the button by making those weird noises? Was he trying to rile her up?
Don't know, but it didn't seem enjoyable. I thought it was quite annoying.
Oh, yeah, very.
Ari was also trying to get a discussion out of Sally. They weren't budging. No,
Sally don't like him, I heard. Sally ignoring Ari over it. How rude. More silent treatment. We've got to have Sally as a picture this week, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, probably. Adriana was making chips.
No
when
shit.
they got told that the nominations challenge was happening in
that's
15
annoying.
minutes.
When
Like,
you're
oh, my
cooking
chips are
and they
cooking.
did, that would annoy me.
So this nom challenge happened in the yard, which is the sandy bit. Adriana and Danny aren't at each other anymore. I think that's what Big Brother asked for, at each other. So this is the one that had to carry 10 heavy sandbags over 3 cargo nets, unload their balls, and then bounce over a fence and into a net.
But it wasn't for
Eviction.
it was for 10 grand. So that kind of took the fun out of it immediately, didn't it? Who gives a shit?
Well,
unless
it was a new twist.
Is that 10 grand going to put a target on someone's back? You never know.
I think that it's kind of irrelevant to the game, though, isn't it? And Tilly said this on the podcast with Tully. She was like, you know, where they had the whole, like, Marley basically helped SJ, I think.
Oh, yeah, they were all helping. All the boys were helping.
Only because Marley did it, and Sid was like, Marley's helping, so I need to help. Like, he helped, like, Christina, and Adriana was, like, left to, like, fumble around by herself, and he helped her begrudgingly. And then Big Brother was given the whole, you're such a big, happy family. Tilly was like, if that was for nominations, there's no way they'd be helping each other.
That's
and
true.
She's right.
And we were saying, why the fuck are they helping each other? This doesn't make sense. So we were just like, this is completely against the spirit of Big Brother.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe the idea was help everyone get to the final stage and then duke it out.
Yeah, I guess.
To bounce those balls on those little trampolines.
Fuck that. Fuck that, I say. You know I'm not a fan of a trampoline.
Do I?
Yeah, my neighbours.
Oh, yeah.
You
forgot.
popped my Prosecco cork into their trampoline.
I tried. Don't think it worked.
Like me trying to throw dead mice in there.
So this task was somewhat calibrated. The men had to carry 15 kilograms, and that's basically a sack of potatoes. The women had to carry 10 kilograms. That's just a sack of balls.
Did anyone check if Danny's bag actually had the real weight in it? It's a bit unfair, though. I think Marley, he's tall, he's athletic. Danny's like Nick used to say, he's like 2 foot tall and grunting.
Oh, I've never seen anyone go so slow out through that so down a corridor, whatever it was. Did you notice that Danny was actually trying to climb the net and hold the bag with his neck?
Oh yeah, with his teeth, wasn't it?
It was like, you know, when you hold the phone.
Yeah. That's not
Can't
good.
do that anymore, can
That'll
you?
give you an issue. No, why not?
These flat phones now, you can't really. Oh no, you can.
You can, but I think you
Nestle
wouldn't
it on
want
the
it because you
shoulder.
would worry about dropping it, I think. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. You get me.
Danny was saying the way in which the takedown happened. I don't know what that was. Marley will be good at sinking the balls. Oh, because Marley is a basketball player.
Yeah, well, he was the first to begin shooting the balls, and then once he gets into a rhythm, and I've seen this before with these things, like with the balancing of the balls on the table.
Yeah.
Once he gets the hang of it, he can repeatedly sort of reproduce that excellence.
It's the rhythm of the night.
So yeah, once he'd got a couple in, he was just like flying through it, like lemmings.
I knew he was going to win. It's obvious.
Like
Lemmings? Yeah, I remember
And
Lemmings.
Wee, wee, wee. It's like the little door, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah. But no, he used to walk off the cliff.
Not if you played it right.
Oh, right.
You were supposed to like dig through and get them through the little door.
Did you used to play Worms?
Yeah, I've played Worms in my
I
time.
love Worms. Revenge! They just have the best talk.
It's fun,
voices.
actually. It's really fun to
Leave
play
me alone.
together.
Yeah, it is fun. They should make a new Worms now.
There's always a new Worms somewhere. Big Brother talked about them becoming a big family, and then later I have organised some special people from the outside to say hello.
Oh, it was the old housemate.
It was the old housemates.
Probably pissed off that they didn't actually get to speak to their friends and family.
Oh, did you notice that his prize was sponsored?
Oh yeah, I did.
It's the first very explicit product placement apart from KFC that I've seen. In the diary room, it was quite emotional. This was...
Thanks to my pay now.
Yeah. This was where he spoke about his family and helping out his dad and losing his mum.
That was sad. Did they say what his mum died of?
I think it's cancer, but I'm not sure. I think I know that from previously.
That's awful.
So he said that his dad grew up in a tough place in Africa and he battled his way out. Big Brother said, well... So Marley was getting like all emotional, and then Big Brother goes, well, Marley, you know what's better than $10,000? $250,000.
That was cool.
I thought, I really love the character of this Big Brother.
Yeah.
He's kind of like willing to actively G people on and like lift them up.
Yeah. I mean, Big Brother was trying to make Marley cry, basically, but in a good way, you know, trying to get the emotion out of him.
Did they question him about
Marley was like, oh, this is one of the best moments of my life, blah, 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 and Big Brother was like, you know, what does it mean to you, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
What does your dad mean to you, and shit
but
like that.
Then they were like, after bringing him to tears, it's like, but remember, focus on the prize, it could be even better.
I was thinking, should have saved this built-in sob story for later. This is something you like to have in your back pocket, you know, towards the finale. Get the punters weeping and ringing. Don't you think? Or you think you can reuse it later?
Well, yeah, it was in his VT.
Don't want to use it too much or it gets boring.
It's evergreen.
Evergreen content.
Yeah, it's evergreen content.
If you say so. We'll see.
In the mirror room, Ari wants to pick up the diamond.
That ain't a diamond, it's red.
Sorry, Ruby. He said, what are you worth? What do you mean? And then he was like, oh, maybe it means we get to go back into the house. And until he's like, no, they said going home. And then he's like, but maybe the house is home. I was like, Molly's lost it. I mean,
there's no
Ari's
place
lost
like
it.
home. There's no place like home.
Ruby red shoes.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, go on.
So
I've put the formula of this episode is out of whack and it's unsettling.
Ari asked Tilly if she thinks that Danny and Marley would work with him. Interesting.
So he was building that up for later.
Did you notice that Tilly had her shoes on her bed with, I think, her shoes on her own pillow? Not Sal. The other pillow.
Has she actually been outside in those shoes? Or that is gross.
Probably Big Brother outside.
Reminds me of Jay McRae wiping his butt on the pillow.
Oh, God.
To a bit of romance.
Dark times.
Literally.
Housemates getting ready for dinner. Marley is all bruised up. Did you see on his body he was like all...
He's often got
damage
bandages and bruises.
Climbing over those, whatever they're called. What are they called? Cargo nets.
Oh, shout out nasty Nick.
So...
I thought Danny'd be good at that because he was in the Navy.
the TA.
I think that was like 25 years ago.
This dinner that they had was very family dinner. BBAU.
What
vibes.
food was that? Did they get their own favourites, or I couldn't work out what it was?
Kind of an Italian meal. There was like lasagna and I think a spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, it's a shame the mob mum wasn't there for that.
Actually, Mary made it out the bat, laced with arsenic.
I did do that when I'm having a drink. Big Brother's talking as they're about to eat, and I was thinking, oh, can you just shut up so I can eat my food? I'd be fuming if that happened to me. I hate eating cold food. And then they called them over to this couch, and then they got these messages from the old housemates. And some of the old housemates were like, oh, I've never met you before, but good luck.
Yeah. And then Danny was like, oh, yeah, to Adriana. I was like, that's Nick.
Yeah.
To Adriana.
Oh, that's so cute.
Adriana really... No, Danny really wants Adriana to know that
that's
Nick.
That's so cute. He's obviously talked about him a lot, hasn't he?
Well, Adriana's like the new Nick, I suppose, in a way.
Oh, sweet.
You know, you've missed something here.
Oh,
it's a very important event,
what
actually.
have I missed?
It's a landmark birthday being celebrated inside the Big Brother house. Do you remember? Yeah.
No.
Well, in the mirrored room, Ari and Tilly were celebrating Sal's 21st birthday, and she's got lips now. They've got lips now.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't remember the lips. Maybe we can get those in the photo. Hold on, how has Sally become 21 already? Time moves fast in that mirrored land.
Yeah. There's no up, there's no down. There's just infinite Sallys.
Infinite. So, Sally can wait.
Mitch 1 has read Danny's book. Oh, this was the most awkward moment where he said, Christina, I'm down for that second date.
He doesn't know that she's met someone else since. Not that she even liked him in the first place. And Katie said something stupid.
Katie hopes the winner has played an honest and integral game. She means played with integrity, doesn't she?
Go home, you dope. Oh, you already did a month ago, never mind. And Jess, you can walk this way as well. To the exit, past the airlock.
Anything more about these ex?
No, there wasn't really that much to say, I don't think.
Housemates, no. I've written that this is Marley's worst outfit. The white one with a beanie hat.
I don't think Ari just looks a state.
Not Ari, Marley.
Oh, if we said Ari. Oh, go on, say it again.
It was Marley's worst outfit. It's the white one. He had white beanie hat, white joggers, white jumper. But it says essentials on the back.
Oh, I don't remember him in a white beanie hat.
Product placement, like someone's paid him to wear them.
Could be. I don't think Ari just looks like a sack of shit, considering he's supposed to be all designer brands. His hair's a mess.
I want to know about Ari. Like,
yeah.
Are those actual designer items? How does he afford that? Because apparently he's faking being rich.
Gets it off the market still. So there was a bit of an issue I've got here with Big Brother. Yeah. BB said... Tilly and Ari are in an infinite space with no end. And then the very next thing BB said was, the end of my mirror room is here. Hold on, I thought it had no end.
Wow. It's a mind fuck.
Make your mind up, clearly.
It's like the never-ending story.
It
did end.
Story. Like the song that has the, this is the song that never...
for fuck's sake, I'm sure you mentioned this a few weeks ago.
I think I sang it last week. No, it was the week before.
It was here.
So there were 72 hours in that mirrored room. Gosh.
That's a long time to not be able to go anywhere.
It is, especially if you smoke.
I wonder what the bathroom's like in the mirrored room. Actually, no one's allowed to smoke in BBAU.
No, I know. That's been for a while.
You have to go. Yeah, you have to go cold turkey.
Did people smoke in Big Brother Canada this year? Was Kiefer smoking?
I think Tara smoked, didn't she?
Yeah, Tina was smoking, I think.
Was she?
I think so, but I couldn't swear on it. Oh, do you want to talk about your Tyshawn scoop?
No.
Oh, okay. Fine. Moving on. Gaz was chatting to Ty this week.
Well.
That's all I'll say. I'll say nothing else. Sorry, I didn't realise it had gone personal.
I'd like to keep that to myself, actually.
I see. So, then the twist was revealed.
Did you notice there were 2 messages missing from 2 housemates? And they were like, yeah, and the big was like, who was it?
No.
Mary and Mitch won.
Charlotte. I don't remember seeing Charlotte number one.
They showed her, but they didn't let her talk.
Good. Good. That's for the best.
Much like her time
just
in the
like
house.
Yeah, her whole edit.
Same as Lil. She didn't get.
Oh God!
She didn't get a speaking.
We barely knew her.
You know what she's doing? A walk on part.
Yeah, cameo. Poor cow. So who goes back into the house will be decided by luck. It's a game of Russian roulette, if you will. And
it cut straight to the mirror room, didn't it? And Danny was like, "This is live."
They were all like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna have a cardiac arrest," weren't they? They were like panic. Mind you, I was tense, weren't you?
I was tense, but
did you get spoilers?
No, I didn't. But this episode didn't appear online where I normally watch it when I needed it, so I went elsewhere. So I managed to get a VPN that actually works.
And that's why you're moaning about missing the end of the episode.
Yeah, I downloaded. Well, I streamed it through 7+, but at the point where the boxes started to be opened, the stream failed.
Oh no!
It said, 7+ has got a problem.
Oh no!
So I had to wait till the next day.
That is so annoying. That is not good TV right there.
Now, did you think back to an iconic moment of a different international series at the start of this twist, where Sonia appeared in the mirrored room? On the screen in the mirror room.
No. Oh, actually, yeah, there was something about her being on the screen in there that looked at odds, but I thought that was just because everything was all silvery and then she was there. What was it?
It was this.
I bet it's not anything I would remember.
Sonia goes like, "Hi, Tilly. Hi, Ari," and then Tilly goes, "Hello."
I thought it was my mum.
I thought you were my mum. It reminded me of the guy from BB Canada not
recognising his own mum.
What's he called?
Chris
not recognising his mum. It just reminded me of that.
It was the opposite. She thought it was her mum, but it wasn't.
But the weirdest part was, she goes, "I thought you sounded like my mum," and then she goes, "Oh, did I?" And she goes, "Yeah, You sound like Michelle. Like, who calls their mum by their first name?
That's weird, yeah, apart from David Platt in Coronation Street, because his mum Gail.
Really?
Yeah, like, only if you were like a psycho do you call your mum by their first name.
And Sonia goes, oh, well, I'll take that as a compliment. And then Tilly goes, yeah, she's cute. Tilly was like on a different planet
it's
by
mirrors,
now.
isn't it? She's gone la la land.
Yeah, because she was in there for 2 nights by herself. That is a long time to be in there with the mirrors. No wonder she created Sal.
The man in the mirror. Oh, something in the title there.
Is there?
Sally.
Sal in the mirror.
What's that? Something going on there. So then SJ goes, oh, this is so good. And Tilly said to Ari, I kind of want to just give it to you. Why?
Well, you need to set up the premise of what's happening here.
Oh, go on, you said it.
One person can return.
I already said this.
36 boxes come out of the wall.
22 identical sealed boxes.
36 of them, actually.
Ding, ding.
One had a red jewel. What, did it remind you of Deal or No Deal?
I was doing Deal or No Deal, yeah.
It reminded me of that too. Sonia said, if you find the red jewel, the stone will send you home. Because that's supposed to be a bit of like, of a rhyme, riddle type thing.
I already said that, but never mind.
Oh. Tilly said, Sonia, I'm not a lucky person. That's what she said, I just kind of want to give it to you.
Well, that was true.
You know what I said to Dan at this point? My Dan. Big Brother will never let Tilly throw this competition because they've gone to
the drama.
They've gone to the lengths of making an entire room and building that shelf that comes out and putting all the boxes there.
Shelf.
If she was going to walk out of it, I guarantee you they would come out and be like, Tilly, you have to play this because look at all we've done.
Yeah. Now, what was confusing me was they were just taking boxes from the front at first. Why? Why weren't they taking them from everywhere?
Do you think they should have done as SJ suggested, three up and 3 across? So SJ, what the fuck are you on about?
This is like a Darren Brown thing as well. Like, whichever one you think it ain't going to be, you think, oh, would they put it in that one? And then you sort of second guess yourself.
At the end of the day, it is pure chance. It doesn't matter, does it? You can't do anything. There's nothing you can do to win this.
It's a gamble.
It's a
It's
gamble.
like me on those bingo sites.
Didn't Tilly say at one point, like, oh, which one's speaking to you, to Ari? And I noticed that she kept asking Ari, like, where would they put it? And then, can you imagine if you advised as the other person and then she got eliminated? You feel so bad.
I can't. Dan said, I'm going to collapse watching.
Ari had some weird facial expressions throughout. Did you notice?
He looks...
He's got odd mouth.
Yeah, he's got he's always got lip gloss on it. No offence, Rowan. And it looks weird on him. I mean,
he's
mine
got hardly any
looks good on me.
lips, let alone
Well, I know.
gloss.
Perhaps he's trying to accentuate them. With the gloss. Lip gloss bitches.
And he does like some sort of he pulls his top lip to his teeth. And I don't know how he does it, but it's like...
Actually, hashtag lip gloss bitches on the picture of my lip glosses that Rowan bought me that I put up. Thank you, Rowan. And someone actually said, oh my god, the lip gloss bitches.
Who? What, a random?
Yeah. No, she's friends with a friend. She's friends with my best friend Nick.
Okay.
But she I remember talking to her about Big Brother before, so she was obviously an old school Big Brother fan.
Wasn't someone just looking for the hashtag lip gloss bitches?
Imagine,
she was
Marco.
Yeah.
Woo! The most annoying person ever.
He's not like that anymore. He's very straight-laced
now. Who the hell could be like that for 20, 30 years? He'd be worn out.
Tilly, go on.
Jack said, this is like a penalty shootout.
Football in the brain.
Yeah, God, it's really bad.
I've actually written here, Tilly said, which one's calling to you, to Ari, and put shout out Noel Edmonds. Danny is bringing the drama. Yeah, Danny was making a big drama of it, wasn't he?
He was.
Tilly keeps asking Ari, where do you think... I haven't got anything more to say apart from...
I put they really dragged this out. They opened 4 or 5 boxes each.
I think there was about 4 rounds before
I
Tilly...
thought, would you hear it when you picked it? But it was
I thought I heard it at one point.
Was it in the holder or...?
It was glued down, I think.
Right, yeah.
But Tilly picked up a box and something clacked against the
God.
table and I went...
It's
and Dan was like...
shoes or something.
Dan was like, calm down, it's just knocking on the table. I thought... I was just so tense and I just really did not want it to be Tilly.
I did enjoy the good TV aspect of it, but do you think Tilly was robbed?
I think Big Brother should have done all they could to save Tilly. And even though
was
it's not
disappointing.
fair...
It was like when Tara went back in instead of Jed, it was like,
But then this is the kind of thing where you're like, okay, Big Brother can't control everything and there are some things which are always going to be chance.
Yeah.
Whether or not Tilly was given the chance to go into the room, or if it was going to happen anyway that day.
Yeah.
We'll never know. But this is proof that
I know.
they're willing to lose. They're willing to lose a big character like Tilly in a game of chance if it comes to it, and that could have fallen on anyone.
But do you think it should have been a comp instead, or the housemates vote, or something like that? There's something extra cruel about it just being a toss of a coin, really, isn't there?
But then at the same time,
it was good TV
that's
too.
Big Brother, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was good TV as well.
Actually, you're right. I don't remember a time when it's been set up in this way and it's been two housemates head to head where it hasn't been you can take the money and go, or you can go back in. To leave it down to pure chance. It's the first time I can recall that happening, and probably there are other instances.
The only other time I can think of something being pure chance was one week in Big Brother Canada when they span the wheel to see who was going to be HOH. And that was one time.
Is that when Nikki was in there?
Yeah, and we thought, this is finally the chance Nikki's going to get the HOH. And I really like that, just the pure random nature of it, even though everyone's like, oh God, it shouldn't just be that. But it was fun just to mix it up.
They did it in that series because
there
were people who were foreign players who wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
Shame it didn't work out.
What are you saying, Nikki wasn't a comp beast? How rude.
She wasn't.
What about in that maze?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
It was painful. It was painful. Even Ari, I think, was pained to see her reveal like the diamond. Yeah, reveal the stone. The jewel.
And then Tilly said to him, get rid of the right people. You know who I want out there. You know who. But why should he get rid of the people Tilly wants him to get rid of? I'd get rid of the people who've got...
me.
Fuck that. I'd get rid of the people who are coming after me, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, because it is still your game. It's not Tilly's game.
Have you run out of notes now?
Yeah,
I've got more notes.
I cast mine aside.
Oh my God, you must have been fuming.
Because I just needed to watch it and let it happen. Let it flow over me.
So Tilly got evicted in her pyjamas, and then Tilly got best bits.
Yeah, I don't think she's the first person to get best bits though.
Who else got best bits?
I think someone else got some clips over there. They did.
Who?
Jess.
Who?
She did, because I remember. Oh, unless it was on an extended YouTube
I
clip.
do not. That's the first time I remember seeing someone get best bits.
I remember Jess had something similar because the audio that they used wasn't only from the taxi; it was definitely from the diary room as well. I was like, this experience has been this, and this. Yeah.
Like a voiceover.
Yeah. It's nice because you have to give someone like Tilly the best bits package.
You have to put respect on Tilly's name. Even I warmed to her after a...
You did not. I forgot that. I was going to raise this.
You can raise it away. I agree.
We're not even willing to write down a single word that girl said in the first couple of episodes. You were like, you can be the Tilly correspondent. I don't like her. You were like, she's fake. She's pretending to be
thick. She did say she was doing that.
No, you thought she was...
Pretending to...
She said she was going to...
There was a double block.
You thought it was the other way around. That she was...
thick and pretending to be clever.
Smart. But actually she's smart.
I completely admit when I'm wrong. Always. And I was wrong about that. Just like when Isabel come in the Big Brother house. And I said she's just a fake Love Island type orange twat.
Well, she was definitely orange.
Yeah, she was. But she was such a good character. And I just got it completely wrong. So, hands up. Who do I sound like here? Hands up. I got it completely wrong.
Me.
I'm fucking Matt Hancock or something.
Are you useless, Matt Hancock? I don't think so.
I did see that, yeah. Oh, bless him. I was completely wrong, and I warned her a lot, and it was very sad to see her go out like that. So Ari was regretting not saying goodbye to the others.
Oh yes, I didn't say bye to them. What's going to happen? I've got to go back in.
Tilly sent him back in to stick with Marley and Dan. And BB said, please welcome the resident rat to Ari. And Ari said, I can't believe I'm sitting in this chair again. I like that, the resident rat.
Remember Danny at the back to Ashley going, this is awkward.
An idiot.
It's like, this is awkward.
Danny was playing that so bad. And then when Ari went in, Danny said, oh, you must hate my guts. Why are you actually even reminding him that you had anything to do with evicting him, idiot?
Pretend that nothing happened.
Exactly. Just, picture it didn't happen. So then I put Ari is hard to read. Who will he actually go after? And then Ari in the diary room said, I've got some things to do and I've been sharpening my axe against Sid.
Oh yes, say it. Sid.
Sid. And I want to protect Danny and Marley. I was like, okay, suits me. Weird. Tilly must have... Tilly must have... I don't know.
And Sal.
But then once he's out in the mirror room, he might have mirror room brain. Gets out there and he's like, oh, hang on, these people have evicted me. Fuck them.
How did you feel about the way Tilly just undid the bikini on Sal and then
Oh, yeah, and took it off her.
dismantled her? And
Yeah,
should have taken out Sal as a whole and kept Sal.
You're right, that was cold. That was cold, really.
She weren't thinking straight.
Yeah, you're right. She just took the bikini off and the eye mask. Poor Sal, how undignified. Just left there naked in the mirror room. Well, she could still be there for
Sal's
now,
like, guess on a pillow again now.
Yeah. Tilly, actually, fuck Tilly, she can go. Justice for Sal.
So I listened today to Tilly's podcast with Tully.
Tully's podcast with Tilly.
Tully's podcast featuring Tilly. And Tilly has been, like, exposing the show a little bit. Like,
Oh!
I think I told you, she said, oh, there's something... You didn't see this, I can't remember what it was.
Cornflakes. Was it?
She's like, oh, I didn't know.
Was it so relevant? Or
It was,
something
yeah, no,
stupid?
it was that they didn't tell them the true details of a twist until later.
Ah, right.
I can't remember which one it was, but this was last week and I'm too drunk to remember. So, people have been enjoying that, but then she said, like, Danny tries to keep her in check with things that she's saying in the outside. But she goes like, I'm not here to appease production, basically. And she goes like, people go like, oh, you need to keep Channel 7 on side because like, what are you doing in that bag?
Sorry. Never mind.
She goes, you need to keep Channel 7 on side because people are saying that to her. But she's like, there are no opportunities for us. She's like, we've done this. You've had your chance.
Yeah.
There's no more shows coming our way.
No.
She's being realistic about it. She's like, I'm not just going to like bite my tongue because of production. She goes, I've got a direct line with like production and the digital people there and they're fine with it. The only thing is they don't like us saying cunt on Instagram stories.
Oh, mind own business.
And she
I'd
said,
love to hear Tilly saying cunt.
well,
That
yeah,
would make my
apparently
day.
she swears a lot. And that was one of the things that she would get in trouble for in the house, is swearing too much.
Oh, well,
Because it's
BB
obviously
on Blast
family time.
thoroughly endorses all swearing.
But she said like she loves swearing because it's more emotive and it like really portrays how you're feeling.
Yeah, it's more
and
fun.
Tully said that she used to swear a lot as well, and Big Brother would tell her off for it. And during her season, Big Brother would be like, we're going live in however many minutes, because obviously it was actually live. Yeah, if you need to swear, get it out now. So they would all like,
Pete Bennett's
yeah,
like,
they'd be like,
wankers,
fuck shit,
wankers,
cunt.
wankers.
Yeah, exactly. They'd get it all out there and then, which is actually probably quite a fun way to warm housemates up for a live broadcast.
I'm going to do that
it's-
before I go to work. When I go back in. Just on the tube. Okay, bollocks. Imagine. I'll be arrested before I even make it to work. Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting to hear Tilly go like, Tilly go say, there aren't opportunities. Like, she goes, I
Yeah.
didn't go in there to be famous. I went in there to win some money for my family. That's it.
Could she not be invited to the reunion show if she says enough shit? I suppose that's
You mean
the only
not
thing.
be back on the
Oh,
final?
sorry, the final. That's the only thing they've got on her, really, isn't it?
No, she's fine.
She's
she'll be
so
there.
popular. I'd be surprised if
Imagine.
they did that.
Some people were missing last year, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, but
Was
I
that
can't
because of
remember
COVID?
who.
That might have been because of COVID.
Oh fucking hell! This COVID thing's been dragging on now, hasn't it? Jesus,
A little while. Yeah.
dragging on longer than the mirror room. Like, just go away.
No up, no down, no end.
Yeah, let's move
Just
on.
an
with our
infinite
lives.
amount of.
I was meant to go to this fucking lunch thing with people from work next week.
Oh, but
to,
now
like,
we're not
meet them.
opening up.
No, but I'd already said I wasn't going, so I was like, I just don't want to go out like before I have to, like with work people.
Yeah,
like,
unless
with
it's your
friends.
birthday.
And then my boss was going like, this is fine to say on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think. My boss was saying, oh, well, someone else in the team has been, saying she's been going to a hen do and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you can't really do that and then not say you're going to come to lunch. It's like, yeah, you can, because going to a hen do is like your mental well-being. Going to meet workmates for lunch is like a work thing. Do you know what I mean? Those are two different things.
Who said you can't go to Hindu?
And my boss said, like, someone else on my team was saying about her going to a hen do, and you can't really say you're going to a hen do and then say you're scared of COVID, sort of thing.
So I'm so confused. I've just gone and trying to get into the BB on Blast inbox, but it's my personal inbox.
Oh, is it because I had to change all the passwords?
Oh, did you change the password? Okay, can we pause while I get into the inbox?
Let's pause.
Sorry, I totally ignored your story there. I couldn't focus on it.
It.
Right, it's time to open the BB on Blast inbox. Oh, it's brimming. There's more emails in here than snacks under SJ's bed. They're all fake things telling us about God and the people that would like to give us $11 million, which would be nice. If you want to give us money, you can do so at bbonblast.com. Donate to us at PayPal. This costs us money. We have to get transport. We have to get drinks.
I had a very stressful journey here today with people smoking and drinking on the tram. Even getting a tram is just classless in itself.
I like the tram.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, it's got framed artwork about the tram.
Oh, my God. I take it all back.
We got an email here from Carlos, actually. It's nice of Carlos to get in touch.
Oh, has he had his coffee? Or?
So, Carlos says, hello, how's it going? Hope all is well. I have some cool information that might interest you. Your podcast, BB on Blast, international podcast, has good performance in Apple Podcast rankings the last 30 days. We are positioned 61 in the category After Shows in the United Kingdom.
I don't believe that.
We're positioned 82 in the category After Shows in Germany.
Right.
We're positioned 143 in After Shows in Canada.
Could be.
Position 157 in the category After Shows in the United States.
I mean, they must have a hell of a lot of after shows there.
We're position 212 in the category After Shows in New Zealand.
Okay.
There can't be any After Shows in New Zealand, that's bad.
Yeah, we should be number one there.
We should be. Position 214 in the category After Shows in Australia.
Oh, that's our worst one, isn't it?
It should be our top performing market. Position 220 in the category After Shows in Brazil.
Okay.
And then 229 in the category After Shows in Ireland.
Oh. Well, if you are listening in Brazil or Ireland or Australia or any of those other places, thanks very much.
Thanks for that.
Why has this guy
Carlos
emailed us to say
I don't know,
this?
but there's information about their GDPR compliance, and I don't think that is, because I don't remember opting into these emails.
Is that actually real? What website is he from?
Podstatus.com.
I'm going to investigate that.
Probably don't click on that, just in case. Right, Laurie's emailed. This is a real thing.
Well, you say that.
BBAU
Could be
pod
in the mirror.
feedback. Sid's story. How one diary room session made a villain out of wallpaper.
Nice, I like it.
This sentence rang true for about an episode. Daniel is somehow able to put everyone in the house and us on a roller coaster ride every time. He's a dizzying housemate, and I love to watch. It was sad to see Tilly go. She was a challenge beast, had some good strategy convos in her diary room sessions, and knew how important a social game is. Picking the wrong box is such a shit way to leave the house. I say that, and then remember she'd already been voted out. Oopsie.
Still.
The mirrored room was spectacular, by the way.
It was.
Here's hoping Ari goes full tilt next week. I want some juicy drama before the finale. Ta-ta for now, loyal listener Laurie. Extra bonus footage you can watch later. Less than 3 minutes.
I asked Laurie to send us that. She said she had a deleted scene from the episode.
Oh, I didn't watch the deleted scene.
Let's come on, let's play it. Oh.
It involves Danny in the diary room.
Okay, Danny.
I'm sure
you
I like
bought
it.
yourself a haircut.
Look
Look at this train wreck. I look like Jack Nicholson. Do you know how long it's been? 8 weeks since I put on my hair. This is a train wreck. Easy, let's do it. Is there a twist to this?
Shave it off.
I'm living the dream. They said you're world renowned.
Been doing this for quite a long time.
I've sent Helen Wood in. Celebrities. What celebrities?
My biggest celebrity? 38.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I look a lot older because I've been traumatised in this house of horror. You know they're watching us. No, they really are watching us. And they're listening to every word we say. Oh, look at that, I look younger already.
We're gonna get you right.
I've got quite high-structured cheekbones. Yeah, that's why they picked me for this show. They're used to working on models like me. Thanks, big brother.
I'm surprised that girl's allowed to communicate at all.
Okay, housemates. Next item up for grabs is...
Spray tan.
Classic. Yeah, Laurie mentioned that, I think. Tilly should have it. These more on.
Did they not, like, repeatedly spray tan someone?
Yeah, that must be what they're doing, right?
One Tahitian princess coming right up.
Wait, so that's a hairnet?
I don't remember him looking spray tanned in the house.
Me neither.
Modesty pouch.
It was a hairnet.
Tahitian princess needs a good coverage.
Oh my god! It looks see-through.
I hope we get to see him in it.
No.
No, they didn't show it. Oh,
No, just the one spray tan.
maybe he did have more though, they just didn't show it. Oh, that was good. I like that. I like seeing that extra footage, did you?
Yeah, they do put some good stuff in the deleted scenes, you know.
See, I just can't be bothered to seek that out. But if there is good stuff like that, do send it to us, because I enjoyed watching that.
The reason they make these deleted scenes, in fact, this is a thread of them.
To get you onto the website.
The website, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Thanks, Laurie.
Thanks,
for sending
Laurie.
that. That was
I
good.
enjoyed that.
So the next email is from Braden Harvey.
Hi, Braden Harvey.
Fucking
God.
hell.
Fucking hell.
Good
Like a
Lord.
dissertation.
There's bullet points in this one, so strap in, people. BBAE week 7 and 8. Hey, Lindsay and Gaz. Oh, it's because Braden didn't email last week, I don't think.
So it's doubling up.
It's a long one with a lot of tea. Sorry I didn't send it last week. I actually slept the night.
Well, that's not okay.
Well, you should be sleeping at night. I finally finished all work and on a month break from uni. I finished half my degree now. Are we supposed to read this bit publicly?
I don't know.
I'm studying creative industries and wanting to become a fashion designer / stylist at some point. Well, get in touch with Charlotte. She'll give point in all the right direction. Hope you two have been well.
Well, you know.
Well,
A few issues, but nothing we want to go into. The
I'm just going to put everything into dot points to make it easier.
Oh, dot points. Oh, we don't call them that.
Bullet points.
I like dot points. Let's introduce that.
Here's what I've discovered over the past 2 weeks. There's a lot to note down. So dramatic. Podcast episode 82 discussion. BB stuff. I'll summarise. Yeah, thanks, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When Mary got evicted, she was asked about not hugging Marley and said producers told her not to.
Oh, what the fuck?
This can't be
Ted
right.
wouldn't do that.
Charlotte's eviction was rigged. As if you watched the episode 22 extended vote, Danny's vote isn't shown.
Oh.
Some other housemates told...
So they rigged it to get rid of Charlotte.
So dramatic that Danny looked intense and as if he was going to flip on Christina and vote her out. That's some bollocks too, I don't believe that.
Yeah, and also if they did rig it to get her out, good.
The twin Charlotte, isn't it?
I guess.
You asked what I thought about Christina's ears.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Did we ask
I
Braden
did.
directly what he thinks about
Not
Christina's
Braden
ears?
directly, but I did want some feedback about it.
They look very nice, haha. Very much pixie-like.
Yeah, they are actually. Yeah, it's a good point.
Also, speaking of Charlotte's eviction, users kept commenting on Big Brother's posts, and the comments got deleted again and again.
Oh.
Well, what are they saying? Users. Tilly has been vocal about integrity in the game. Yeah, she played in a very, very integral game. Funnily enough, there was more when it came to her eviction.
Oh. Go
What
on.
more?
Yeah, tell us more.
After Tilly left, she said to 7 News, I wanted to fight for my place. I would happily have taken on Ari in a challenge, and if I lose, then that makes it easier to swallow. If you lose, you lose on merit. Fumed Tilly. I watched that this morning.
Look,
She weren't
if you
fuming.
If you lost, you lost. That's it. Don't matter how you
Yeah,
lost.
she was just saying this bit sucks because competitions are her thing.
Yeah, those are Big Brother's rules. Expect the unexpected.
Everyone else got saved, so why does mine have to come down to luck? I feel like I deserve to at least get a chance to win my way back in.
No, you don't deserve anything in the Big Brother house.
No, not owed anything.
No.
Brenton mentioned on Instagram he was scouted. Well, I already know that because... No, he wasn't scouted per se.
I didn't know that.
I know this. He told Tully about it on the podcast. He said that he knows someone in production, like a friend of a friend is in production,
Right.
and they wanted him to be intruder, and then he only found out about a couple of weeks before he went into the house he was going to go in.
He made such an impact.
Angela did an article for 7 News. She enjoyed Tilly, Christina and Ari.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Said Danny is trying way too hard.
Well, fuck off, Angela.
Considering she knew that Danny met up with Kieran for advice before going in.
Who the fuck is...
Take that as
Kieran.
you will. Yeah, you know. The cat with 9 lives, is it?
The bad driver.
Didn't he have like a 9 lives t-shirt range? She, or El Cockroach or something. She also really liked Renata and Katie for their gameplay.
I like Ronaldo as well. Katie. Oh, hell no.
Overall, Mary made the same mistakes Melissa did by going against your closest allies. Unfortunately...
Who did? Melissa or Marissa? Oh, Melissa.
Melissa. No, Marissa just took the trash out when she got evicted. Unfortunate to see her go. I felt for Charlotte, even though we literally didn't know her that much.
Yeah, I didn't.
Definitely feels like a massive cover-up to the Danny vote. I'll get off that conspiracy train.
I'm interested to hear about it, but I don't believe in it.
It's rubbish. Maybe that's why she was not featured much. Oh yeah, that's why. Because we're going to cover up Danny's vote, so let's not put Charlotte, a whole person in the edit. The fuck is that?
A Dalek.
Jesus.
A police Dalek.
But the aliens have come, so...
They're probably rounding up fucking football fans.
You might never hear this.
Like...
That is the weirdest siren I've ever heard.
Oh my god. Blair Witch Project.
God. Yeah, maybe that's why Charlotte wasn't in much. Maybe she just didn't do anything.
She didn't pop.
Popsecco. So happy Marley got the eye. I've been rooting for Marley since day one, but this past week confirmed to me that he is one of my top 3.
You got played by that edit.
Been rooting since day one. You've only just worked out his top 3 now.
Hold on, Marley weren't even in there day one, was he?
No, he flew in.
Yeah, so that's a lie.
Tilly's
claiming to have known Marley since day one. I see you like Danny with SJ.
Tilly's eviction was literal depression to watch.
Yeah.
Tilly and Sid don't follow each other to this day.
Ooh.
Can I even call it a great move? Her friendship with Danny was so amazing to watch. I'm actually so turned off by Sid now. Ari walk-in was a moment, followed by Adriana's reenactment of Home and Away.
Oh god, don't get us started.
I was like, good gracious, arse is bodacious. Now, I thought it was finished an hour ago. But also, fuck a safe vote. Sally, a legend, deserves to win the whole thing. Those rabbits I felt sorry for. Tilly and Ari in the mirrored room was the energy we needed. I completely agree with Tilly on the twist. Every other twist that has happened, people have come back as per normal, or have had to be voted into the house.
It's a twist. Oh, as per normal. Same old.
Or have had to be voted into the house, or compete in a challenge.
I wish you could see the way Gaz is reading out this email right now. He's literally on all fours. I'm not sure why.
When it comes to, I'm just aching. So
you got to
sofa. When it comes to fave, I'm going... When it comes to fave going, I'm usually sad about it, but okay. This hit different. I think I cried about this. I think I cried. Not a tear was shed. But no, I really felt shit for Tilly. The way she went out was not right. Anyways, I'm ready for the finals. You can't say it's not right. Big Brother is about this. Big Brother is not a fair game. And there is going to be...
Sorry.
There are going to be these instances of pure chance occasionally.
Look, did you see Connor take that money in the one Mississippi room?
Now
that was something to really get upset about. In the one Mississippi room, in the OG White Room. Watch a clip back of that and see how you feel.
I think the OG White Room's actually a BB Australia twist. Kind regards and much love, Braden Harvey. Braden, you can't be angry about the twist because they are twists for a reason. And if you knew what was coming, if it was always fair, it wouldn't be a twist.
Next you'll be telling us you don't like the triple eviction. That was a good email from Braden. There was a lot of interesting things in there.
Yeah, it was mind-boggling, but it was good.
I actually liked that. That's what I want to hear more of, Braden. More tea that we don't know. That's non-spoilery though. I don't want to hear no.
Top marks
who's on the podium.
From Lindsay. Gold star. 10 out of 10. From me, see me.
Gaz Gaz was literally on all fours reading that email, so
My
just
knees ache.
picture
Thank
that.
God we've come to the end. We've got to cut this off before you have to deal with this file in a funny way.
Oh, you're right.
Right, thanks for listening. We will see you
In a
next week for the
funny way.
final. Is it the final next week?
Is it?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. A couple of weeks. Wishful thinking there. Follow me on Twitter, light at VM.
Follow me on Twitter, bb_superfan.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
And once you've read that, well, maybe you do this first. Follow the podcast, BB on Blast on Twitter. Visit our website, bbonblast.com. And donate to us on PayPal to help fund our
Pop Secco
fund.
nights. Fun for all the family. BB on Blast is sponsored by Pop Secco.
And also, send us an email to bbonblastpod@gmail.com, especially if you've never emailed before and especially if you're Australian.
But if you have emailed before, we'd love to hear from you too.
We would.
Thanks for listening.
We'll be back soon.
Good day, mate.
Bye.
Bye.